I'm gonna go sue
Okay,
them.
boom. Did you go down the list? Did we confirm the list?
No.
And no,
I tried to, and then we broke out.
I like Batman. I don't beat Batman. I just like, you have to like, if you were in my world and you read comics, it's literally all the times where you're like, oh, how are they gonna do this? Batman's like, I got it, and then they're like, oh, cool, thanks, Bruce. Like every time there's a problem in the Justice League, he's just like, oh, I figured it out yesterday, and they're like, why didn't you tell us? He's like, you didn't need to know. Like he has a list. There's 8 members in the Justice League. He has a reason how he could kill them all or stop them.
He has a contingency.
Like he has a plan. And one time a villain broke in the Batcave and stole that, and just because it's so valuable, like he has a plan for everybody in case the shit hits the fan.
He didn't have a plan for if someone would have stole the book.
Yeah, true.
He did. He got it back.
He did have a plan, and he ended up winning.
Like
Whatever.
it was a little bumpy road, but he got it
That's
back.
the kind of thing you keep in your head, and you don't.
Yeah,
What?
why do you need to write that down? Why do you leave it somewhere that can be
to pass
stolen?
on to like someone else. So like if he dies, Dick has it.
Yeah, but
Well, then
it's
he
not
can-
in his plan to
Who's
die, though.
What? It's not like
Yeah,
Richard.
yeah.
He probably
Like
has
Robin?
a contingency plan for when he
That's
dies.
his name?
Yeah,
He just hasn't died yet.
Yeah,
so we
his
don't know
name's
about it.
Richard, but they call him Dick. I hope in the new movies they just keep it to Richard. I think they will in this day and age because Dick doesn't really fly anymore.
Was that his name in Batman and Robin?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
Dick.
really?
Or
I don't
Master
remember.
Grayson, but like yeah, no, it's Dick. They call him Dick.
I don't remember.
I didn't
that.
realize the
I haven't seen that
Infinity
movie
War
in a long
trailer
time,
was out.
This. Watch your feet.
Because
Oh, sorry.
So I can adjust here.
Fucking Tyler always putting his feet in all the territory.
Yeah, it's Dick.
Oh.
And they got to cast Robin at some point coming up here soon. So
Fair enough. Deadpool and Wolverine have like the same regenerative abilities.
Deadpool's
right?
is faster.
faster,
Yeah.
but pretty much the same
Yeah.
thing.
So if he
Wolverine-
chops his head off, does he have to sew it himself?
No, he just puts it back on and it goes back on.
Oh, wow.
You don't gotta sew it. Do they
Well, I
sew
don't
their
know.
cuts?
Yeah.
No, Wolverine doesn't. Wolverine sews cuts in the movie.
Wolverine would if he got his head chopped off, would he die?
It's never happened
Okay.
because the metal.
Right,
no one
because
can pierce
adamantium.
it. Yeah.
Oh, that's fair
So
enough.
unless maybe there's
What if it's a lightsaber?
What? Well, that'll.
What if there's a cross? maybe
That'll
coming
we're
out?
gonna happen that like once we do all our like our normal categories, we're gonna start crossing them. Like take the
Oh.
winners of some whatnot.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't die considering he's been shot in the head.
Alright, so what exactly are
Didn't die.
Jean Grey's powers, so we all know?
So like telekinesis, she can move things. She can make force fields to stop, but they can't like she's not gonna
She
like
can-
boom
I think
when
it's
they're there.
like
Like she could take a couple
electro-
hits and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like kind of
Okay.
forcey like powers.
I'm just going through and seeing who like people
Susan
don't
Storm
know.
in this?
No, we didn't put her in because
Johnny
she's kind of the
Storm?
same as Jean Grey. We didn't.
What
put
exactly
Mr.
does Scarlet
Fantastic?
Witch do? I just know she's a badass. That's all I know.
Scarlet Witch, like the mind, she was in Avengers.
She can do the mind
I know,
tricks.
but I don't know
She is
exactly
Some of us
what
haven't
she's
seen the
capable of.
Avengers, guys.
Oh right, yeah, no, it doesn't actually. She does a bunch of random stuff too, though.
Yeah, like I don't know
Always,
exactly
like,
what she's
kinetic,
capable
I
of. you know?
guarantee you, kinetic power will be one of them.
I also have been.
Is that what she looks like in the movie?
Chaos magic,
Pretty much. Pretty
reality warp,
Isn't it,
probability
Olsen
manipulation.
What's her list?
Those are very.
Is that who
vague.
Scarlet Witch is?
Who?
The Olsen sister?
No,
The
it's
one that's
it's,
not the twin?
Yeah, it's that
Yeah,
one. Yeah,
yeah.
the older one.
Oh, really?
Or the
Classic.
yeah, the younger one,
That's
Elizabeth
funny.
Olsen. So
She's very attractive.
I'd say as much as you
Yes.
like her, you might want to take her out.
Why?
Why?
Because she sucks?
Well, no, her powers are classic comic powers where they're like reality warping, chaos magic. Like they say magic because whenever they need something to happen, they'll be like, "Oh, Scarlet Witch could do that because her powers aren't classified." So it's like magic. So it's like I can do that. Like I guess. Well, no, keep her in there because Superman
We're keeping her in
loses to magic. Keep her in there.
And all magic?
Yeah.
Even like illusionists?
Yeah, it's
Like,
magic
pick a card?
fucks with them. Yeah,
Really?
Magic and Kryptonite are two.
Is Wonder
fucking
Woman
things.
just like-
and Wonder
Silver
Woman?
Is
there?
Wonder Woman just like a female version of?
No, she can die from like bullets and shit. She's just a lot more durable. She can fly. She has the
Quicksilver in there?
lasso of truth. No, because
The
Flash.
The lasso of truth.
What exactly does the last of truth?
If she gets the person lasso, they have to tell the truth.
Oh.
But she also just uses it as a
wow.
That's
weapon.
totally not what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
But that could
Is it-
work if
is
she
it-
needs to find out if a certain person needs to die in this fight, right?
Oh,
so
that's
she
true.
versus like a Superman or something like that. That's where it's
Green
worked in the comic
Lantern
books.
has like a ring that.
You just
needs
gotta
to-
get the ring off or kill him. But his ring he can do anything.
Or
if I
if
need
you
a
can break
chainsaw,
his willpower.
yeah, if you make
break
him
his will.
if you make him fear or you make him doubt himself, like the Green Lantern core is all about like powering like from an inner strength and having like the
Is that what the
mind.
yellow is? Fear?
Yellow's fear,
Yeah,
yeah,
okay,
that's
so,
why. Exactly. See?
Yeah. I've seen that movie.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what Venom does.
Green Lantern?
Green Lantern.
Remember with Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, I don't remember any yellow.
Blake Lively?
Oh, it didn't happen. They were going to make a sequel.
Okay.
But
were
it
going to?
didn't. Yeah. Oh, of course. They have an end credit scene if you watch the whole way through.
Oh, okay.
Sinestro turns yellow.
They've
in the last
they've
wave.
announced the one, another Green
It's going to be
Lantern.
better, though.
So Ryan Reynolds isn't in it this time.
No. It's
He's moved on.
I didn't think it
bigger
was too
and-
bad.
They're
but
ignoring
I saw it a long
things.
time ago and only once.
it's awful, especially with the comics. Nowhere near to like. There's no diarrhea cloud.
Yeah. I used to watch the show, like the cartoon, when I was younger.
Yeah.
I followed that more.
What exactly does Venom do?
I think it's Batman. Venom is evil Spider-Man. He has like symbiote power, so he can get like big. You've never seen Venom?
Super strong.
I swear you've seen him. He's
I know who he is. I just don't know exactly like what he can do. It's like same with Scarlet Witch. I've seen her do crazy
Well, it's
shit, but I
similar.
don't know what she's
Isn't
doing
it similar to
exactly.
Spider-Man?
He's
Okay.
evil Spider-Man.
Does he have web abilities?
Yeah,
There's
he can
like
do everything
a-
Spider-Man can
There's
do.
like a list of
Oh,
what.
But he can also eat people.
It's just like
it.
It's like the classification of what Venom is.
Spider Venom.
So there's like a
He's a big
list of
tongue.
Scarlet Witch things.
He can lick you. If you don't like being licked,
you
then
can shapeshift,
That's an instant loss.
invisibility, the ability for a symbiote to fight and defend itself when either the host is damaged.
I feel like he'll be able to like bite people too. He's
Yeah,
big
oh
mouth.
yeah.
Oh, he's gonna eat some
Look at
people.
that.
Yeah.
Look at those knockers.
That was my favorite character
Those
growing
knockers.
up.
I don't know why I call them knockers.
I feel like
but
those are what people call boobs.
I know, that's
Knockers.
why
That is
that's
what
why I take
people
it
call
back.
boobs.
But apparently he's got a mouthful
So
of
he's
knockers.
just evil Spider-Man. He's a lot more bigger. He's a lot
He's
more
got a mouthful of
stronger.
knockers. So
He's good at
Can he absorb
camouflaging.
people into
He
himself?
can, but like that's just like the thing, like the symbiote.
Well-
it's not him as the person. Like because the
Really?
second the
'Cause I
symbiote leaves him,
remember-
he's just a guy.
Yeah, but I remember in I think the game was called Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh, they're gonna use Spider-Man 3. I'm like, don't,
No.
don't
But
use
like,
that.
because you could play as Venom in that one, and you could like absorb people to heal yourself.
Oh, you can. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can absorb like a bean to
Yeah,
like you
and
said.
then you spit them out,
yeah,
right?
but I don't think any of these people will be absorbed
Yeah.
because they're
I
superheroes.
was
But like
just
regular
throwing
people,
it-
Cyclops in there.
yeah, Cyclops is in there. He's pretty easy, but like you know,
There's
there's a couple people I feel like are getting. That's why I think it's good to have 30.
Aquaman. Everyone knows.
I think all.
He has the power of the sea.
That
He
was
can
the
control
number one
sharks.
thing.
He's got the power of the sea.
That was the number one
He is
thing
a
that I
titan.
figured.
Shadowcat, I didn't know was her name, but that's Ellen Page in the X-Men movies.
Do
Essentially.
you guys
Wait,
I
what?
don't know who that is.
She can
I
go
don't
through
know who
walls
that
and shit.
is.
Kitty Pryde?
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
She looks like-
Look, I said Kitty Pryde and Tyler knew.
No, I thought I said it to go through walls and shit.
Oh, okay, damn. He wanted it.
What else
I
can
was
she
like,
do other than go through walls? And
That's
shit?
pretty much. She has
pretty much
some
it.
ability to do telekinesis, but very
Oh
little.
yeah, because she's doing like all that.
Especially in Days of Future Past, yeah. But it's really like exaggerated.
Definitely is
Days
quite
of Future
taxing on
Past,
her.
that clicked it.
Yeah, especially in the movies, it's really over exaggerated
Yeah.
her power of that. So it's just like through objects, and she can fight.
How many X-Men characters do we have in this list?
Decent amount.
I think 5 or 6.
What did Jessica Jones do again?
She's just super powerful.
She's a PI.
She can't fly, but she can jump real high.
And then
Good
she doesn't
enough.
get hurt, presumably, when she lands on the ground.
She's well, if she lands right, she has a big durability and whatnot.
Okay.
Like it's stronger, but like she's one of the hoping she'll fight up against someone that's like normal too.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Like Aquaman.
Give you the best
She
of
can
luck.
drink a lot of
That's not
alcohol.
normal. Yeah, yeah.
And then Daredevil.
This is Batman, Marvel, but like he's blind, so like his
Daredevil 29?
senses are a bit better that way.
Oh,
but he doesn't
counted
have
how many we
as
had.
many cool gadgets.
Oh.
He has
When
like
it's
his
raining,
thing.
he's really good.
Yeah.
at that.
when
Is there any
it's raining,
one
he's
you guys
awesome.
want to see added?
Well,
Interesting.
you didn't really like read the list. You kind of like.
Okay,
Well, I just-
I do
Very
the official
true.
now.
I
I
went through the ones that, just so we know
All the way
their
down.
powers, but you know all the other ones.
Okay, so just do it again so we know.
Mr. Fan-
Joker's powers.
We just put him in there because he's a villain and
Just
like.
mind fucks.
This is what actually I'm not going to say the list because every single time I've tried,
Okay, let's
someone
stop.
fucking starts talking. And
Let's-
it's getting really frustrating, and I'm kind of done.
Let him say the list.
Mr. Fantastic, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Doc Ock, Loki, Shadowcat, Aquaman, Joker, Magneto, Venom, Green Lantern, The Flash, Wonder Woman, Mystique, Scarlet Witch, Black Widow, Thor, Captain America, Hulk, Ant-Man, Iron Man, Jean Grey, Cyclops, Storm, Nightcrawler, Wolverine, Deadpool, Spider-Man, Superman, and Batman.
All right.
Storm, is that like Sue, or not Sue Storm, but Storm? Like
Oh, it's
the
like X-Men,
Storm,
yeah, like Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
Nice.
Halle Berry Storm. She's like
And now every time we have questions, we'll use the laptop
rain,
as a fact check.
fierce winds.
Yeah. Okay, are we good?
Yeah, is there anybody else?
Is there anything that Black Widow can do besides?
She's a crime fighter.
She has seductive powers. 'cause
She has
she's,
gadgets too.
Yep.
Wait, who's Black?
Scarlett Johansson, so...
Was Black Widow in this?
Yeah.
Because I totally zoned out. and
We
didn't
have
do
a
that.
couple like crime fighters in there. You gotta give them love, you know.
I don't know who they are, so you're
Daredevil,
gonna have to
Captain
explain
America,
what Black Widow does.
Batman also fights really big supervillains.
Oh, I know. He's very little on
He's
the
like,
crime
he
fighter.
does everything. Saves the universe.
Is there any
every once in a while.
additions you think we desperately need on this list? Jessica? Kirkland?
Are
Tyler?
you not doing like Avengers and shit? Aren't they superheroes?
We
They're all in
definitely
there.
have
Captain
a lot
America?
of Avengers.
Thor, Hulk,
Captain America on there?
they're all in there.
Oh, I
Captain America.
Black Widow,
I didn't
Iron
hear Captain
Man.
America.
Oh, okay.
Winter Soldier?
No, we didn't put him in there.
Why not?
I don't know. Well, he's in
I
seen
forgot
Captain
who it was.
America.
I haven't
and
seen
he
it.
hasn't seen Captain
How come we have
America.
like Mr. Fantastic, but not like what's his name, like Johnny Flame or whatever?
Johnny Storm.
Well, I
Johnny
mean,
Flame.
There
It's
is a
not-
part 2 to this as well. We don't gotta like blow our wall. We can always put in the people we missed on the next one, right?
But then if
We're
you use
obviously
all the
missing
good
a
ones
lot.
for this one,
But we'll use some of the good ones again. Like I say, the winners should get to go to
Move
part
on
2.
to round 2?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
what's up?
Are we good with this? Do we want to do this? Or
I think
what?
the only thing we should discuss is like the environment they're going to be fighting
Yes.
because that was a big
Yes.
issue we had last time.
Yes.
and the parameters of which they meet as well. Like
So-
this whole Batman has his plan, but if they just run into each other,
He
No.
does get to keep his belt, which he has a lot of stuff in there. A lot of stuff like shark spray.
Shark spray. Yep. He's got the bat ladder on lock.
He has bat ladder. No, okay, but that stuff I know.
You gotta watch this movie. It's
Yeah, I
actually
kinda
hilarious.
want to
It's
now.
great.
Is he able to call in the Batmobile?
What?
Or the...
Doesn't he press a button? and
He
then it
can.
goes or
So that's
something?
I mean, like that's what we'll have to see. Like it's either
It
like
depends on the environment, obviously.
like
but-
is it a city or you said city and I said the only option is like Hunger Games Stadium where it's like enclosed area. And not with like there's not like people I can send them shit. I'm just saying like an area like that, like a
just
stadium.
an arena.
Yeah.
So, but then it goes to the thing too, where if he's saying city, well, then he could be like, well, it changes if he starts on top of a building, or it changes if he.
I think it just has more variables, and the winner should be able to deal with more variables. I don't know. I think we just do
In
New
a
York.
cave.
You keep picking New York.
Gotham.
New York's a great place to
time
fight.
you don't pick Gotham because they'll give me shit because Batman will for sure win. He has like he has Batcave set up all over the place in Gotham. He has like 10 Batcaves. So no, because then they'll get on my chain. There's a lot of Batman
What's
hate
the
in
city
this
that
cast.
Superman's in?
Metropolis.
Yeah. What's that? That's
Well, there's water there. There's a city. The only thing I guess we could agree is there's like a starting point. Do we just say that they start not in front of each other and just start somewhere? They have to find each other and fight.
Yeah.
We're not going to do the whole we could because if there was someone like he's not in here, but someone like Black Panther has stealth powers, right? So to me, if he's versing somebody that wasn't that strong, he would win the fight because like of his stealth powers.
Mhm.
I say we do that,
I
not
think
where it's like
They
not
each
Smash where we start.
arrive in Metropolis and like from their own respective sort of area. Like Batman comes out of his Batcave.
That's a
Aquaman.
long trip.
It doesn't matter. The fight can last hours.
That's
if it
out.
needs to.
That's an hour trip.
But then Aquaman can like come out of the ocean to like get into the fight and.
And he can pull
Superman,
water too, at least.
exactly, yeah.
But then the whole thing's not water. Because if we do like a water thing, then it's like Aquaman just like gets all the sharks in the ocean to kill you.
Yeah.
So, but like, he could pull a shark onto land, right? But he could use it to like
Doesn't
throw
he have, like,
water.
giant
Yeah, but
crabs?
Batman has shark spray.
Well,
so-
reword that. He doesn't have giant crabs. He
Does
just
he have
uses
giant
anything.
crustaceans that
He
he
has-
can bring
yeah.
onto land.
No
Yeah.
Pogo?
People.
Yeah, but it depends who they fight. But just do that then, right?
Sure.
A city, they start somewhere,
Metropolis.
they gotta find each other.
All right, here we are.
Hello.
The GeekVerse podcast.
Who usually does the introductions?
He always does it.
Usually, but I don't
Kind
mean
of
to.
whoever does.
I think we've all
Yeah.
done it before.
Anyways,
Yeah.
here we are.
Here we are.
Yep.
GeekVerse special episode where we take
Yep.
a bunch of people and fight. I'm Travis Snail.
Joined by El Duderino, Dylan Less.
Joined by Kirkland Patzer.
Joined by Tyler Briggs, full-time Zelda main.
And I'm Jessica.
All right, and then today we're taking 30 of, I wouldn't say the top superheroes, but the ones that we decided on, and then
Pretty universally well known for the most part.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a part 2 eventually. Maybe throw in some more DC, some other people that may be well known later on for people that don't read comics. But we got 30, 15 matchups.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into it and
Should be fun.
see how this goes.
Alrighty.
First battle is Magneto
Okay.
Ooh.
versus Cyclops.
Oh, just 2 X-Men feel okay.
Well, that
And to
worked out quite
clarify, it's
nicely.
just like a big city. We had this discussion many times in GeekVerses.
Yeah.
It's just a big city. They're gonna find each other. And taking that as a big city, I kind of pick Magneto.
Yeah.
In this.
Yeah, well, Magneto. I don't even feel like there's any fight here.
Are we discussing the fight, or are we just picking?
Well,
a winner?
I'm trying
Yeah,
to
you
think-
guys don't even want to discuss it. I feel
I'm
like that's kind of lame.
Okay,
Tell me
well-
why you think he wins.
why would
outright.
Magneto
Okay, why
win?
do you think he loses?
Well, no, I
Not
haven't
necessarily
decided
a
yet.
loss,
I haven't
but I
decided
don't
yet.
know
I just
why
think
he
there's
wins.
If it's a
discussion
city,
to be had here.
Lots of metal. I think Cyclops would put out a good fight. Lots of somersaults, lots of cartwheels,
Right.
lots of shooting things out of the way. But I think eventually enough cars and buildings would get to him. The only way,
But he can
that-
just like burn them to crisps.
But Magneto can use like shields, like use a car as a shield, and then as he's doing
I
that,
feel like
throws
I don't
some
think a
hard-
car would be a
can't
shield against a laser
block.
beam. Have you seen those laser beams? They will tear you to shreds.
I feel like
Travis.
a bridge
bread.
could. I feel like eventually Cyclops.
No, but he
Oh,
moved.
I got it. I got
Okay,
the winning.
but here's the thing.
Magneto can fly and stuff too.
Yeah, he can move.
Yeah.
He can move bridges and like whatnot, but that doesn't happen very quickly. He has to move it slowly. Cyclops can get his laser vision going, fire at Magneto, boom.
I got the.
That's much quicker than moving.
I think I got
things.
the mic drop. Cyclops needs a team to beat Magneto in the movies. He's just
This isn't
Magneto.
the movies.
What?
This isn't the movie.
This
This is a
isn't-
But I'm
good
just
version.
saying, like, he needs a bunch of other people to help him. So that to me says that,
But
like,
why?
Cyclops, because Cyclops, all he can do is this. That can't really kill you unless he gets really overpowered. But he's not gonna do because he doesn't want to put innocent lives. This is
For everyone
empty.
who wasn't watching, this is touching the glasses to make him have his
Yes.
like laser eyes.
Yes. Okay. So even if there's no people, Scott has to use one big beam, and that's gonna use a lot of his power and get him tired.
Yeah, like every time in the movies after he uses it, he's like, ugh, like so much energy.
And I feel like he has to hit Magneto, but if he doesn't, that he has to take a lot of recovery time, and I think he won't hit Magneto because
He's pretty accurate though. I mean, I feel like
That's true.
I feel like it's actually not that hard to aim, considering you just have to look at things.
But with that one, you have to like build up, right, for a big one. So that's when Magneto.
Why does
gets
he need
time
a
to,
big
like-
one to kill Magneto?
Yeah.
Because the little ones, if you see in the movie, they're just kind of like, "Phew," in the comics, they just kind of like knock you out or tase you because he's not trying to kill him. But if he's trying to kill him or
Yeah,
like,
Magneto, if
knock
he's
him
getting
out.
burnt, he's not gonna have a
Well,
good time.
well, he
using
could
his
just
powers.
shoot a little one to knock him down, and then go up and shoot him with more
I
little
feel like
ones.
Magneto's too fast, and I feel like
How
a
would
car could.
Magneto move? So
Magneto is
quickly?
not fast. He's an old man.
He's flying. He's like glide, like he's technically not flying, but he's kind of like gliding, using the metal. I feel
I
like
wouldn't say
his
he's
little.
moving fast though.
I feel like his little blasts aren't gonna go through like big cars and whatnot. Like I feel like they will, but not at a rate
I think
where it's just
honestly,
gonna
I think all he needs is one hit to get the upper hand, and then he can take it from there.
he is older, but I just feel like the onslaught of metal that would come at Cyclops would be too much
I
for
feel like
Scott.
you can just like close him and do like a ball basically.
That's true. What if he just like
yeah, and just like crush
that's
him.
my thing. I feel like Scott would do really good. He can get in some hits, but I feel like he'd have to. Magneto's gonna be throwing stuff at him, right? Too.
Mhm.
So that's the thing. He's gonna have to shoot things out of his way, and I feel like with Magneto with two hands, we'll be able to do it. And if he like look at Days of Future Past when he gets a bunch of metal stuff and uses it as a shield, what if he just threw that all at Scott? What if he threw 1,000 pieces of metal? Scott's not even blocking, and there might just be little hits, but like that could give him a concussion.
Yeah, but I think laser beams are much faster than metal scraps.
But I feel like those metal scraps are going to hurt him a lot more if he throws like 1,000. He could get the laser beam, but I feel like Magneto would recover in time and then decapitate him with, I don't know,
think-
the stop sign.
I am gonna have to. I have to give this one to Magneto, just because, as you said, like you're literally surrounded by
Yeah,
metal
it's tough.
structures everywhere you are. However slowly Magneto could just send like thousands
A
of
barrage.
just little like signs.
Magneto
metal
he could be in a
from
building
anything.
hiding too,
Exactly.
right? And he's like, how's
And
Cyclops gonna do
also,
anything?
given
Yeah.
the fact that it's in a city, which obviously is going to be populated, that's going to limit what Cyclops
Well, we
is
didn't
going to
discuss-
do.
is
That's what we didn't
populated?
discuss. I
I
don't
think
know.
it's kind of unrealistic to say that the city is full of, like, just completely empty.
And if it's not complete, that was what I was going to bring up earlier, but I didn't. Cyclops wouldn't use that like a huge big beam because he'd kill like hundreds.
Exactly.
Of innocent
He's going to
people.
have to hold himself back in some way.
Where as long as they're human, Magneto will kill them.
For Cyclops, doesn't he wear like a mask thing over his
Yeah.
head?
So if that comes off,
What if it's like metal? Couldn't you just crush it and squish his head?
it is metal.
Yeah, so
Oh.
he
But he does get aluminum ones, so like not all the time, but it's sometimes.
Isn't
So,
in the movie? Doesn't he literally just like kill people by pulling like the metal out of their blood or something?
well,
Like what happens
if
that?
they
Just
put
grab
enough
it-
iron-
It doesn't kill him. He takes the iron out, then uses that iron and
Yeah.
like uses a
But you gotta put a lot of
projectile to kill
iron.
them with.
yeah,
Oh,
Mystique at
okay,
one point
okay,
puts like a
okay.
needle on a guy.
Oh,
and does
okay,
it.
yeah.
But he could do that to Wolverine. Like if this was Wolverine, this fight would be over even quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the best that Cyclops could get is a tie where they both incapacitate each other,
Yeah.
but I don't think Cyclops could get a win.
No, I don't either. I just think I think it's too much. I think if
Yeah.
Magneto went up against someone else that had more like throwing objects abilities, almost on like a storm or something maybe. But I think Cyclops because he's just like the one hit
And
sort of way.
he's pretty much pure offense. He doesn't have defense,
Yeah,
and
which if-
he would just get overwhelmed.
Which is why I'm glad we didn't put in a jungle because then Magneto would just be like, no. So
Hey man, some
You
jungles
think
have some pretty
Magneto-
rare metals.
yeah, true. You
But-
think Magneto?
I have to give this one to Magneto.
Yeah.
Kirkland?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I was just wondering. Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
feel like you guys
No,
are
that was
sometimes
fair.
so down to skip a discussion completely, and it's like, well, that kind of defeats
That was
purpose,
good.
don't you
No,
think?
that was good. That was
Mhm.
okay. So who do we got
All right,
next?
Deadpool
Deadpool.
against Captain America.
Ooh, I like this one. This is exciting.
Deadpool versus Captain America.
So,
This is good.
for people that haven't seen Captain America,
Oh,
is he
yes.
just strong?
He is.
has
He's
a
pretty much
shield?
just the peak of human condition. Like, he
Yeah.
doesn't really have any superpowers. He's
Well,
kind
he
of,
Doesn't he get like,
He's
doesn't he get, like
more
injected
than
with stuff
just
to like make
human.
him a superhuman? Basically,
I just
Yeah.
like to poke fun at Captain America because I think he's a loser. But
He has superhuman strength. He was part of the super
Superhuman
soldier
strength.
program.
Yeah.
Not quite the regeneration of Deadpool and
No.
Wolverine, but he does have like really good regeneration.
He's more like if he gets like a bullet or cut, he could be healed by the next night. But Deadpool can just heal like in a snap of a
exactly.
finger. He has a shield, which is made of vibranium, very strong
Mhm.
metal.
nice.
Yeah.
Incredibly skilled at hand.
just off the top of your heads, what do you guys
Hand-to-shield
think?
combat.
I feel like Deadpool is pretty strong.
This is really tough because I feel like the fighting's pretty equal. Deadpool has guns and swords,
Is
but
that all Deadpool
But
has?
guns and swords
Yeah,
have
'cause he
never
didn't have
stopped
technically
Captain America
superpowers.
before.
that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's the only thing. I haven't even thought about who should win yet. But the thing is, Captain America is definitely a lot smarter than Deadpool. I'd say like Deadpool's great.
I
But
feel
I
like you
don't-
get cocky in a fight. Too.
oh yeah,
Deadpool,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
and that would be a
Yeah,
weakness.
but how
in
would
the
Captain
fight.
America kill him? Like,
He wouldn't need to.
because you can't cut
He's
off
not.
his head.
Captain America's not
Well,
going to kill him. He's going to have to encapsulate.
He could
him
maybe.
somehow.
I
Lock
think
him
he
up.
could detain him enough to like if we
Yeah.
said if we put him in prison. But I'm Deadpool's like a wild like the wild
But
coyote.
Deadpool's
Like,
not gonna care to shoot him in the head.
he has a helmet, you
But
know?
he has to
Yeah, but
shoot
not
him in the
under-
head first of all.
Maybe he has
It's a
thing.
shield. You can block it, right?
Yeah,
No,
I
but,
don't
but if
think-
you guys are like saying to try and get close enough to like arrest him,
yeah.
then obviously he's gonna be close enough.
You're gonna have to knock him out first.
He can be knocked out. Like he is still like a regular human despite like healing abilities. Like he's not like he like his head can still get chopped off, stuff like that. I don't know. It's a tough one because it's just Deadpool is so like unorthodox. I don't know. I'm leaning towards Cap right now, but
Yeah.
I'm very still like I don't know. What are you two in any camp right now?
I'm kind of in the middle, honestly.
Great,
but
great.
just like, cause like how you said, like Captain America, he'd like I feel like he'd be smarter in a fight and he'd
Mhm.
make
Yeah.
like better decisions. But like Deadpool, like I don't know what the hell he does.
But
He
he-
pretty much has swords, pistols, and insane regeneration.
And he's just
and
a
like
wild
fast
card, too.
jumps, like
Yeah,
front
he
flips,
can-
I
back
mean,
flips.
he's agile, but not like. I'd say physically, Captain America's stronger
Oh,
and
yeah?
faster.
Okay.
Because he's obviously like enhanced past human,
And this is without the
Limits.
teleporter, folks, for Deadpool.
whereas Deadpool.
Oh, he has a teleporter?
He
What?
steals one in some comics and he keeps it, but like he doesn't have it all the time. Like he won't have it in the new movie. So
What
that's
does
what I'm
it
saying. He's
It's like short teleportation.
yeah,
or
like it's
long
like
ways?
it's like shorter than Nightcrawler. So he
Oh, okay.
he kind of has to see where he's going. Where
Oh, okay.
Nightcrawler is just like a gift, but Deadpool he really had like he kind of go like zzz, 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 but I didn't put that in there because
Okay.
he's not gonna have it.
Irrelevant to this fight.
But
Okay.
some comic fans would be like, oh.
Yeah. I'd have to give it to Captain America.
Do you think it would get to the point though, like where like Deadpool could kill him though, like with a sword, or do you think he just has armor and it just wouldn't pierce? Or
Well,
something
I don't
like that?
think
Captain America more has like a
America is
little
good
flimsy
enough.
suit, you know?
I think Captain America is good enough with his
Going
shield.
He doesn't
that
have
wouldn't
armor.
Get hit.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
block it.
does.
I
There's
don't
two
think-
that
right?
armor.
But if he
You
gets
think
shot,
so? You think
he doesn't have armor.
No, I think
Okay.
Captain America would be able to deal
But he
with
has
it.
a shield.
Okay.
What if he throws a shield?
What? It hit Deadpool.
Exactly.
It doesn't.
Well, then
There's
it'd
times
come
that-
back.
What if
and
it, what if
catch
it chops his head off? Then he's just
I was
carrying
just
his
asking
head
this
in the
question
fight.
about like what does he have to block bullets because you said like the armor one, but that's where he would
He has
use
a
the shield
shield.
for, and I feel like the armor is still pretty good. It's not gonna like this is where if you versus maybe Cyclops that could take it off, but like I think the bullets obviously if you get shot like 20 times it would eventually
But even
penetrate,
like
but
one or two shots isn't going to slow down Captain America.
he can heal, but not like Deadpool heal. But, like,
But
he's, more
he's still
durable.
going to be able to fight
He's
well.
adrenaline.
He has
man.
super
It's
strength.
not
The
gonna.
bullets wouldn't phase him.
It's not going to like
Yeah.
Adrenaline.
knock him out. Like he's going to have to get shot a bunch of times before he's going to stop fighting.
I think, in my opinion, how I see the fight going, it would take a while for him to get Deadpool. I think Deadpool would be very like sly, very ratty, but I feel like Cap would eventually outsmart him. That's
Yeah.
where I just come down like the bronze. I feel like
But
this
then
is a
this goes
situation.
back to if there's civilians, then
Deadpool
Deadpool's
doesn't
not-
just go out killing people though.
Yeah, Deadpool's
He's still,
not a
like-
bad guy.
Yeah.
No, I realize that, but I mean, you know, I don't think that Deadpool is going to be opposed to pulling out a gun and shooting it, where Captain America is just going to be like, oh, watch out, civilians. Like, anytime you watch, like, the Avengers, like, his main priority is, like, get these civilians to safety.
But
Where-
how is the civilians there going to slow down Captain America?
I think if they die, it just kind of sucks. Like I don't like. I mean, like
I feel like
in the Avengers, civilians were dying all around him. He was still fighting.
I think his concern would be to stop the main course. Like a couple could die, and I guess that's gonna suck. But I think he'd be so set on getting the main problem because if he doesn't get Deadpool, more could potentially die. It's kind of that like save, maybe let 3 die, and save 300.
I think Captain America is gonna be smart enough to end up taking the fight somewhere where there aren't civilians, like a rooftop,
or trying
for example,
to, but
or like he's gonna lure him away from civilians, basically.
That's a good point.
So that to avoid any collateral damage, and really Deadpool's not unskilled enough with a pistol that he's gonna be firing so blindly that bullets are gonna be missing Captain America and hitting people behind him.
Yeah, I think for me, I'm picking Cap. Just the brains. I think the brains. I think he
eventually, Deadpool's going to get too cocky, and Captain America is going to use that against him.
And Deadpool will be making jokes and
trying to style.
I feel the same way.
He's going to go for those.
But I feel like Captain America has a sense of humor. You know, if he cracks a joke, that might
not Deadpool's sense of humor.
Like, Captain America, man, boom, shot in the head.
Captain America is like
he has no face
by
on him whatsoever.
Deadpool. Because Deadpool's an Avenger right now, so he's not too happy about it. Yeah, that's why I pick Cap.
I go for Cap too.
Me too.
I don't necessarily know. I don't know enough about both of them to really make a decision, because to me, I would think, just from what I know, that Deadpool would win.
That's what I would say too.
Yeah.
However, we're in the minority, so Deadpool loses.
I'm really in the middle. It's just
it was a close one.
I feel like the brain over bronze
it'd be
thing.
One hell of a fight. Honestly,
Yeah,
I think it'd be really cool to see.
I feel like the fact that Captain America isn't so like cocky and like Joker and stuff like that.
All right, next battle, we have Mystique against Jessica Jones.
Nice.
Oh, that's fair. That's a good one.
That would be a good one.
Jessica Jones, what does she
Mystique
do?
could turn into Killgrave and really fuck her up.
Yeah, that's
What
true.
does Jessica Jones do?
She has superhuman strength.
And she can jump really high. She can't
Because
fly.
she uses
Is that
the
it?
power of strength to jump.
Yeah.
So she's super strong and like.
But like Mystique
How
only
durable
has the
is she?
power of
Transformation.
yeah, she's a semi-trained,
Okay.
but I'd still pick Jessica Jones for pure power. But that's why I was wondering. In Jessica Jones, she has this big villain that's like,
Super fucks with her head.
yeah. But so Mystique turned into her, but
Turned into
What?
him.
him, yeah, him,
Killgrave is a her, eh?
yeah. I watched the wrong
porn
show.
version.
Yeah. Jessica Jones.
How smart is Jessica Jones?
She's a private investigator, so she's very smart.
Okay.
I
Well,
think
she's good at following people.
that's true, but
Right?
maybe she'll fall.
You can't
stealth,
follow. You can't follow
maybe.
Mystique.
Well, no, because
though.
Mystique could just change.
and
into
with
someone
civilians
else,
too.
yeah.
Imagine if there was no civilians, she's just like turning into a civilian.
I think Mystique
One
Mystique
person.
has the element of surprise.
Yeah, I do
Because
too.
turn into a random civilian, go up behind her, stab her in the back, and turn into someone else and walk away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was wondering. How durable is Jessica Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She take a
Not
knife.
that durable.
Wouldn't
She's-
Mystique be able to like go up behind her and
Yeah.
just one shot her?
Yeah, like she,
And get out.
like she has
Critical.
as most superhumans, they always obviously heal better, and like there's like a ranking system, like Deadpool and Wolverine would heal really fast and whatnot, but Jessica Jones could still die from like a bullet or like a good stab or something like that, or multiple stabs. Like I think she could weaken her to the point where she could take her out. The only thing that she'd have to worry is if Jessica Jones got her hand on Mystique. I feel like Mystique would be done. That's the only thing, because she would like crush her skull.
Yeah, but the fact that we decided that they started opposite sides of the city
Yeah.
and find each other, I think Mystique has it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and maybe Jessica, but like because if
But
there's
being
people,
a private investigator,
that's what I was gonna say. That's the only thing.
But you can't know who you're looking for
The
because she
assumption though is
changes.
that
Yeah.
you know that this other person's there and you're getting up fighting, right? That's the assumption.
But then I feel
They
like
know that
she'll
each
go
other are
after
there.
maybe certain people, and she could be wrong. And then
But
Mystique will
if she's
take
a
advantage
private
of that.
investigator, you'd think like she would be able to figure out what Mystique
Well, when you're
is
given
doing.
a picture of a blue person and saying, "Okay, this is who you're
Yeah.
fighting,"
Well,
and then
that's
some
not
like
exactly how
blonde-haired-
private investigators work.
But that's the only thing she'd have to work off, right? Because if she were going like the crime database, like this is I'm cheating
then
and
she
I'm
needs
giving her
to think,
time.
if
but, like-
Mystique was going after her, who would Mystique transform into to
She
try and get to
transform-
her?
She
She
can
can
transform
transform-
anyone.
Yeah,
She
but
could transform into Jessica
can't-
Jones and be like, "Have you seen this person?"
Oh, no, that would be a loss.
Like,
I feel like even because she is a private investigator, but not like Jessica said. Like it's not in this situation where someone could turn into someone else, and she's not like dealing with like X-Men are like big beans all the time. Like she's just trying to find normal people most of the time when she's investigating, right? It's like people like, hey, my husband is cheating on me. Go find out who. Like that type of private investigator. So I'm saying like
super strength for that.
What? She does it on the side. If like I'm saying maybe there could be something she would pick up on, but Mystique is very sly, and I feel like Mystique would get her.
Very Mystique.
All right.
Very mystical.
Okay, yeah, I'd give it to Mystique then.
Like I said, if Jessica Jones could get her hand on her, sure, but I don't think she could ever get her hands on her.
That was another pretty even one, though.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
All right, we got
Did you not?
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Versus Aquaman.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's not bad.
Because Spider-Man can hang up.
There's also episodes where Spider-Man goes in the water and he's not phased.
But there's that.
Yeah,
I think
but
it's a bit
Aquaman
different. When Aquaman's like
versus
throwing
anyone
huge
in the
waves.
water.
Yeah.
I think Peter Parker can swim. I'm not saying
Yeah.
I can't.
He's not scared of water,
What
but I mean...
Spider-Man are we doing here? Just to, you know,
Because he can
Tobey
still do
Maguire.
webs
We
in
can
the
do
water,
Toby.
right?
Of course,
He
he
did it
does.
in the cartoon.
The
Like,
one
from, like,
true
the
Spider-Man.
Yeah, and not any like
I don't know about
web
that.
shooters. Because the web shooters, we're not doing web shooters because that would be too easy to fight. They always run out in the movies.
I feel like
Web shooters are awful.
you know, Spider-Man is going to use his webs to try and keep Aquaman sustained, but he could just like
web versus water.
yeah, he's just gonna like cover himself in water, a quick wave. He's gonna
Can he
rinse
like
it all off.
perspirate an abnormal amount to like cover himself in water?
Only when you need to.
What do you mean?
You could just summon water from the nearby ocean.
No. Can he sweat a lot to like produce because he's like covered
No.
himself in water?
No, it
Can
has to be.
kill himself.
It has to be from the ocean.
Remove all the water from his body.
Yeah.
Just die.
I need to
instantly.
summon water. Let me
dehydrate.
warm up.
Doesn't he have a spear as well?
Yeah, he has the trident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I feel like
He's very
Spider-Man
agile, though.
would go on for a while because he'd use his height, but I feel like eventually Aquaman could use like the waves to like shoot him up. Like I feel like Spider-Man could
I'm
just
wondering
run for a
how
while.
Spider-Man would take down Aquaman.
That's what I'm trying to think.
I don't think he'd be able
But
to.
I don't think he could get close enough for a shot.
Is Aquaman like super strong?
But like it depends. Like if there's someone against the Hulk, I feel like there'd be a better chance because Hulk could run through those waves, right? And like impact on impact and jump through. Where Spider-Man, he's like
He's a scrawny
Teen
little
boy.
guy.
Every time
yeah.
you have a spider and you spray it with water, it usually dies too.
yeah.
So.
that's what you're thinking. Web versus water.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, when you're in the
exactly.
shower and
Yeah.
they're falling around,
That's what you
and
do.
Just rinse it
Yeah.
down the drain.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's your instinct.
Yeah.
Go toilet.
Plus, Aquaman can just like throw a shark
Yeah.
at him.
Yeah, and Peter's like, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
But
I feel
okay,
like-
the only thing is that there is people. Aquaman's not going to go out just throwing stuff, so he would have to be because he's a superhero.
Yeah.
So he has to be semi-docile about
If
it.
something happened like that too, I feel like Spider-Man would try and save the people too.
The problem here is like I just don't see how Spider-Man could take down Aquaman. You know,
Yeah, no,
like
I
I
don't
think it would
think
be
he
a
can.
long battle for sure, and it would
Yeah.
be drawn out weeks, months, perhaps even years. But
Years is a little much.
but I don't,
Spider-Man would get
I don't think Spider-Man could like.
You'd have to go to school.
I don't know. I just don't think he can get Aquaman.
Where's
Yeah.
Peter? I agree.
Unless he
think
bathes
because
like
they're
I think
off
he
of
would
a
make a-
tower or something, but I don't
I think
see him
in
doing
this
that.
situation, because they're both superheroes, they would end up fighting away from people.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Because, like, I mean, when we like with Magneto and Cyclops,
That was Cyclops'
Magneto's not
disadvantage.
necessarily a good person, so he doesn't
Yeah.
care what's a villain. But because these two both don't want to hurt
Yeah.
innocent people, they're going to take the fight away. But eventually, like, I feel like it's going to be a lot of Spider-Man avoiding Aquaman's
It's been a
attacks.
great chase
and
movie scene.
eventually,
Yeah.
but eventually, Aquaman's going to get him.
Yeah, because
I don't
that's
think Spider-Man stands a chance. It's just going to take a while.
that's the thing. If this was like Thor or something, where he could electrocute him or the water, but Spider-Man
Yeah.
just can shoot webs, right?
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
I'm
So I
very
think
biased
we'll-
towards Spider-Man, but
I do too. But
it's
that's
just
a
it's
tough
water
one.
versus a web, like you said.
Not a lot of
that's-
spiders in the ocean these days.
No.
no.
No,
So,
there's not too many.
Aquaman for me. Are we all?
Aquaman.
I can't
Jessica,
believe
are you
Aquaman
Aquaman?
won, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's I mean even
I wanted a bit more epic of a battle for Aquaman, to be honest. But
No, what?
well, like even if it got to the point where everyone ran away, I mean Aquaman just floods the city, and then
Yeah.
Spider-Man can't send webs anywhere.
Yeah,
and then
that's true.
Spider-Man
Yeah.
gets stuck in the water. Shark comes, and
He's got a trident. He could just.
Yeah, he could just kill him with that. And yeah, even then, Aquaman is actually like a skilled hand-to-hand combat
Yeah,
fighter. So
exactly.
even if the water's
I
taken
think
away,
Peter Parker is too.
oh no, but that's what I'm saying. Like he is
I
that.
think
He has he has that power too. It's not just like he has water. It's not
Yeah.
like, oh, if Spider-Man got close, he just like got one hit and
Yeah.
be done. Like he could
see
still
what
fight.
if It's one of those situations, okay, you know if you've ever seen the video on the internet where there's like a spider and someone like stabs it with a fork and all the baby spiders run out?
Well, Peter doesn't have that power.
That's not Peter.
What if Spider-Man's pregnant?
Yeah,
If
well,
he did,
oh, shit.
he would win.
Yeah.
Probably. But that's not a power. You can't know.
Yeah, but then
don't
you
say,
just
oh shit.
flood all the little spiders.
No, it's a good point though. What if he's pregnant?
He's not. That's never happened.
We were saying, and by we I mean me, that this battle could go on for years. He could go get himself pregnant.
Is Aquaman only, like, can he use powers without his trident?
Oh.
Yeah, he just
Or
talks
could, like,
to
no.
sharks.
Okay.
The trident's just
I've
trident.
never seen Aquaman.
It's
The
just
trident's
a
just a
We're
weapon.
gonna in a couple months. And
Do they have to be close enough that he can talk to
We're
them?
gonna this weekend. No, he like.
What if the
He
fish
sends his sonar waves through the water.
What if there's
sonar.
what if there's fishermen and all the fish can't come because they're being fished?
He still can just throw copious amounts of water.
Yeah,
at
what if
Spider-Man.
in the apocalyptic world and it's all dried up city?
If he's in
and
Mad
there's no
Max world,
water?
then he's screwed. Well, he's not screwed, but I think Spider-Man would win. With no water, I think Aquaman could put up a fight, but I think Spider-Man could eventually get that trident from him and web him up.
Yeah,
but I
just
think
pull
the
his web.
water, that's the
Oh yeah, exactly.
that's a big thing.
Because that's what Aquaman uses.
Yeah.
So that's
It's no
a
joke,
major
people.
component.
You could just drown him.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Aquaman wins.
Aquaman wins.
Aquaman
You
wins.
heard it here first. Aquaman actually won a fight, folks.
Yeah,
Shoutouts to Aquaman.
he's gonna be a badass.
Hashtag save Aquaman.
Aquaman's
Next
like my
battle is
favorite person.
Dr. Octopus
Okay.
against Venom.
Oh,
Venom.
two
This is
Spider-Man.
a classic.
I'm gonna throw out Venom.
Is this a classic?
No.
Well, it's Spider-Man people, so like it kind of.
I'm gonna throw out Venom.
So, and why? Tell me why? Because I'm in the middle. Pitch me why Venom.
Well,
Yeah,
wins.
you gotta
I
pitch
feel
me.
like,
I
I
right
feel
now
like
think
Venom
dog.
would be way stronger than just like even like the arms. I feel like he'd be able to outstrength that.
Just crush him.
That's a good point, and he has webs to tie him up.
And like Venom's so big that like if he just tackled him like or Doc Ock, I almost said Aquaman, but Doc Ock, like I feel like he would just get overpowered by that. And like I know he has the arms, but
Let's look at chain events. Like Spider-Man beats Doc Ock, Venom beats
yeah,
Spider-Man.
but he beat
So, I mean,
Spider-Man beat him in a
theory-
different way, didn't he? He
How
used
did
the thing to,
Spider-Man
like,
beat Dr. Octopus?
Oh,
no,
he beats him multiple times just
But
by like he'll
in
like
what ways?
he'll like tie up his arms and like knock him out. Like he's an older guy, so
What
Doc
is,
Ock
what
only
does he
needs to take a few
have?
hits.
He relies-
What does Dr. Octopus have other than like?
Intelligence and those arms.
So
That's
okay,
about
so
it.
he doesn't have anything without the arms.
Yeah.
So it can.
The intelligence.
So I'm actually I like Kirkland's point here. Like if Venom just like crushes the arms,
Yeah.
which I think could
I
be
think-
viable because Venom's a pretty beastly fellow.
Yeah.
And he can like absorb things, right?
Look at that. Look at that tongue.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You could just lick him.
I think Venom's got this.
I
Does
do
does
too.
his tongue have like poisonous
Yeah.
properties?
I think-
if he like licks
Other than the
someone?
saliva.
It's just
no.
seductive.
Unless, well, I don't know. Like if
Just
Doc,
seductive?
if Dr. Octopus got like one good like really big like punch or hit in with one of his big old tentacles, like what would that do to Venom? Do you think?
I think it would just
Do you think
stumble
it would take
him.
like multiple hits to take
I think
him out?
so. Yeah, he would have the time right, but Venom's very agile, and that's my whole thing. Is the guy controlling it? Yeah, and he like he can kind of not be invisible, but he's very stealthy.
Like
Yeah.
pancakey, like if you like punch
Yeah.
it, like
He's
Yeah.
very pancakey.
Very
And,
pancakey.
and my main thing is too, like you said, without the arms, it is an older guy who's not trained in any fighting. So I feel like he's his brains, but it's just kind of like
What's
brute
his
force with the
purpose?
arms. What do you mean?
what's Doc Ock's purpose? Like to kill Spider-Man? That's it.
That and like commit crimes, like rob banks to like save, like do evil experiments, stuff like that.
So you
Find the missing link between human and octopus.
And Spider. Yeah, I think Venom. I feel
I'd
like
have to go to Venom.
I mean, like it'd be like a good like 5-minute fight, but I feel like Venom would have just crushed his
I feel
arms.
like if it's an
Yeah.
R-rated fight too, Venom could just bite like his jugular.
Well, it's not gonna be an R-rated fight.
Could
I
be
definitely
an
think
R-rated.
Venom.
Those are Disney characters.
I think Venom's speed enough. He could just get a good leap on him and then do all sorts of horrifying
Yeah,
things.
and you gotta do lots of damage. Like the only thing is like
Noise,
something
right?
like loud noise, high pitched noise, stuff like that. And
he
he
could
is
smack one of his octopus arms against a wall. That'd be pretty loud.
he is semi-scientist, but I feel like if we put him into City, like Doc Ock would have to make that really quick, and I feel like Venom would find him in time.
And I don't think Doc Ock would be able to figure it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
other thing. You gotta
Where
find
this
out.
is, where like not to throw my thing, but he doesn't have gadgets like a Batman or like a Daredevil. No, I'm not saying, but like he has like a high pitched sonar thing. So something like that could have been like if you watch Spider-Man and you read them, like the noise screws with
Also,
Venom and you
though-
take him out. But Doc Ock doesn't have gadgets.
And like
His
for
arms.
that, they didn't even know that was his weakness. They had to like get a sample of it and then like study it.
Yeah.
So it would take a while to find out his
Yeah.
weakness and stuff.
Unless like a train, unless something loud goes by, though, it happens. They did get there
Oh,
in
okay.
Spider-Man. Like remember with the church bell and he was freaking
Yeah,
out.
that's Spider-Man 3 though. I thought
What?
we were just ignoring that.
Oh, I know, but like they
That's
got
not even Venom.
they
man.
got some stuff right, and that's one of them. So like
Okay.
if something like a train was going by, he'd be like, ah! But like
Yeah.
It's
That
just
sounds very similar to Aquaman's sonar.
that's
Yeah, Aquaman win this fight easy.
yeah. So Venom, are we all in agreement?
Venom.
Yeah, I think Venom
The
would be him.
homie.
Venom
Nice.
and...
The homie when he
Shouts
does
out
It's
to
a pretty
Venom.
bad weakness.
what?
Loud noises.
Oh, I know. It's like that's why Spider-Man does beat him pretty easily.
Is it
'cause he's-
loud or like really high pitched noises?
It's like really high pitched,
It's
like a train going
high
by.
frequency.
Yeah, high frequency. Yeah.
So he's like
oh.
about to murder someone's so scared that they scream, and then Venom loses.
It has to be a little high pitched. Then.
Yeah, it has to.
Every single person in
I
the
don't
city
think
screams at the
humans-
highest
Yeah.
pitch
I don't
known
think
to
human
mankind.
beings can.
I don't know,
get to that
16-year-old emo
frequency.
girl tries to murder her. It's
But that's not Doc Ock. He's not a 16. He's a 6-year-old emo man.
emo man.
It's pretty easy to pick out Dr. Octopus. He's got
He's
quite
just-
the contraption on his
He's
back.
pretty much
Yes.
first season Brian, like Breaking Bad. If like he's like that.
Yeah.
nerdy kid.
An RV in the
Good
desert.
reference.
Yeah, making.
Next
with
battle?
no underwear.
Making
Yeah.
large metal
Next battle.
No
appendages.
pants.
Next battle? Next
Yeah,
battle?
no-
Next battle, I think Venom
Mr.
took that
Fantastic
I
Ooh.
like how you actually wrote out Mr., not just like MR.
against the Flash.
Oh,
Flash.
Oh, I think Mr. Fantastic has got this one.
really?
I think
Yeah.
so too, actually. Because I feel like he can clothesline him with his arm.
That's the first thing that came to my head. He
I
just
thought
like runs
that
away,
too,
baits
but
him.
then I thought Flash would get enough speed to just rip through that arm.
Yeah.
Flash could run
exactly.
fast enough to go back in time,
But his arm is pretty stretchy though.
but
Yeah,
it's
but-
not time stretchy.
And if
Isn't it infinitely stretchy?
what?
Mhm.
Is it infinitely stretchy?
I
feel
feel
like
like
Flash
Flash
could just
would
vibrate
break that
through it.
infinite,
What if he just like wraps his arms around his legs so he can't run?
Oh,
but he has to
And it's
get
just
that.
like-
where
you have
Flash
to
is
get Flash's
it's
legs.
very quick, and the thing
So he
is,
sets up a trap like with his arms. It's like a web. He basically
Yeah,
makes
but I
a
think-
spider web.
But
I
if
think-
the Flash goes back in time, that's running away, and he ought to lose this.
but no, I'm just saying that's how fast he can get.
I could be wrong on this, but like Mr. Fantastic's ability gives him the ability to kind of be airborne a little bit. They can like
Yeah,
stretch
he can-
between buildings.
Yeah.
But I feel like Flash is pretty ground based, you know?
No, he can run up buildings though. He can run
He
up
can run
buildings and
buildings.
dive.
He even moved fast enough to jump from building to building.
And my thing is,
Okay.
everything around him is moving slow, right? So that's the point where you put up like the arm. I feel like he's not going to be that fast. I feel
Yeah.
like, unless it was like dumb, like this is like
Yeah.
this is almost where if Quicksilver or Dash was in here when we talked about Dash
Yeah.
earlier. That's somebody I think he could be. But Flash is pretty smart. He works for the CSI or cops or whatnot. Like he's a forensic scientist. So like I feel he's smart enough. Things are moving slow. He maybe have to hit. Like, Mr. Fantastic can just get knocked out. And if he does get
Yeah.
stretched too far, it's going to hurt him eventually. So I feel like maybe Fantastic would get... I don't know. I think Flash is too quick for him to get anything.
When
I feel
Flash
like-
is running, is it all blur or can he see?
No,
clearly?
it's slow.
No, it's just
yeah.
really slow for him.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so
So
like the
everything's he's moving normal from his perspective, and
Oh.
everything else just ridiculously
Yeah,
slow.
like when he's moving normal to a human person, that's slow for him.
Mm.
Like when he's being undercover, that's him being slow.
Have you seen Days of Future Past? And like Quicksilver like runs around the room
Yeah.
and like moves all the bullets.
It's a good
and
scene.
And
everything.
they do that in
Oh,
the,
that's a really good.
they do that a
scene.
lot in
I
like
that.
the
It's a great
Flash
scene.
TV show too. Like everything that's like
the newer one you're talking
yeah,
about?
like the one
I
that's
haven't followed
recent.
that.
Yeah, it's good.
I have to agree. I think
You just won
Yeah.
that clothesline.
that was my
I
only
mean,
argument.
yeah,
and you just
same,
proved it
same.
instantly. So.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I have to go with Flash.
Yeah.
Easy.
And too bad. I think Fantastic could have beat a lot of people. That's what. Oh,
Yeah, exactly. I think Fantastic. Yeah, there's definitely
Just a
quite
shitty
people
day
there.
at the
So
office for him.
because I think he could
Basically,
beat Aquaman. He could have used his stomach and like flung the water back at him and the sharks.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
And the
That could-
sharks.
And the shark.
But like I
Just
feel
throw
like
the sharks in there too as an arbitrary thing.
because I want that image.
And there's
of,
sharks
like,
in this battle.
a tidal wave of. Well, Aquaman uses sharks.
So you basically think that Flash is just gonna run from one side of the city straight into Mr. Fantastic head on and like
No, he could run up buildings. He could do anything. I think he's gonna get a good enough time because if he runs enough speed and just punches him, like Mr. Fantastic will be knocked out, and that's all he has to do. Right? Like he's not gonna
Crush
kill him.
his head,
Well,
yeah.
he no, but he
With
knows.
that speed.
But, I
He
mean,
knows
that's
his
how
power.
Flash, though.
He
He's
knows
not
his
gonna
power
do it
enough
to
just to
go.
knock.
Honestly,
the person
I'm
out.
getting.
And he can make
I
tornadoes with his
honestly-
arms.
Who would Flash lose to? I feel like he's actually like amazing. If everything's super slow for him, like who can beat him?
Don't make me. Don't
actually-
make me answer this
Mr.
question.
Manhattan.
He could actually
Mr.
beat
Manhattan.
Batman without a doubt in my mind.
Batman has beat him though many times. Vibrating
Okay,
bat
so then
rings.
I
Because
think
if
that
they know if it vibrates, it messes with his speed and he can't run. Trust me. I don't write it. You guys look at me like I like sat down and wrote this. This happens. I don't do this.
Okay, so who has beat him?
What? Batman and some villains that have like vibrating bullets, like people use vibrating bullets against him.
So
Superman
what
has a
if
good
Mr.
chance.
Fantastic like waved his arm a whole bunch and
Oh,
then he
but-
like ran into
Yeah, the
it?
wave.
Flash would do it back because he can create hand tornadoes.
But if he's
arm
like running really
tornadoes.
fast and he's like gonna like take off his arm and then all of a sudden he started like waving it before he had a chance to like
But it would have to be a constant vibration, and I feel like Mr. Fantastic, he can stretch, right? But that does. I feel like if it's really stretched out and he's vibrating, that's not gonna be vibrating. It would, like the battering's like, it's like. I don't think Mr. Fantastic could get that much with like a stretched out arm.
I also feel like Flash would just be moving so fast that Mr. Fantastic, like the fight would start and it'd be over because there's no idea what's going on. Like it's just
and like when they start other times, Mr. Fantastic won't even get a chance to see him. That's why I feel like Flash will run, see him in slow motion, run around, and then like back of the head elbow.
Yeah, I think Flash is pretty OP, honestly.
When Batman beat Flash, I think Flash.
The slowed perception is just all it takes.
When Batman beats Flash, is it like a head-on fight, or does Batman like get a sneak attack in?
Oh, he has to get the sneak attack.
It's been done both times because there's like evil Flash and like reverse Flash and whatnot. So like, it's been done both ways. Like he's beat everybody like sneakily or head on.
Okay.
But like he kind of knows when he sees like the red lightning on Flash. Like if Flash is evil, he knows what's up. So that's like.
All right, we all good?
All right.
Yeah.
Next battle.
That's pretty good.
Superman.
Oh no.
Scarlet Witch.
Oh, magic.
Oh.
Okay, so if you guys don't know, Kryptonite can beat Superman and magic. So I guess our thing.
If you didn't know, Scarlet Witch has fat stacks of magic.
Yeah. So our thing is, can Scarlet Witch get to Superman to use that magic? That's my thing.
Or is Superman going to beat her before she can even use it?
That's what I'm questioning. Scarlet Witch can kind of fly too.
He just light her on fire with his eyes.
But he's not going to do that.
Oh, he's not
going to do that. Yeah, he's super nice, so he's going to be very nice.
Very good, right?
Yeah,
like that quote.
That quote was fantastic.
Yeah. Scarlet Witch, like she has different iterations. She's also a bad guy at times. I feel like she'd be more willing. And look at her Avengers. She's kind of not fine with killing the whole world, but she's kind of like she's fine to kill some people. So I feel I'm leaning towards Scarlet Witch because I feel like she could put people in danger, and while Superman's busy saving that, she'd have enough time. Like look at what she did in Avengers. Like if Superman, he's durable to that. Like that'll hurt him. Magic is one of his things. Yes, sir.
One of our so some of us that haven't seen the Avengers, can you elaborate?
She has mind control powers where she can either take someone over or she makes them see certain things. So at one point she takes the whole Avengers team down by giving them visions that are kind of like nightmares.
Oh, she's a bad person.
But to do that,
she does eventually. But in the comics, she's always
to do that though. She has to be in contact with them.
Yeah, but that's where I feel like she could get to. You think about how fast she can move. I think she could get to Superman if she puts civilians at danger.
She move fast?
Yeah, I think even in Avengers. Remember when she does that weird like door thing, the creepy thing? Like she's not a Flash speed, but I think she'd have enough time. She sends. Let's say she sends.
I'm in your boat.
It happens. So let's say she sends something towards a civilian. Superman has to go over. I feel like she should be quick enough to send some sort of spell and get him. Because Superman is not a smart guy, and that's one of the maybe like why he gets beat a lot because he's just like I'm really powerful, but like.
Sorry to interrupt.
And sorry for you that don't know, Scarlet Witch is Magneto's daughter.
Oh, that's
just
cool.
A fun fact.
That is interesting. Anyways,
that is a fun fact.
Yeah,
and Quicksilver as well.
Really?
Yeah.
They're brother and sister.
And who's the mother?
What? Just a normie.
Just a normal.
Just a normal person.
Mudblood.
Yeah.
Mudblood,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Filthy mudbloods.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'd probably give it to Scarlet Witch too.
For her magic, is it just instantaneous? Or
well, yeah, she can do it. Like the only way she can do it is she was like down. Like she doesn't.
She doesn't have to do like black magics.
No, she just kind of
get like mushrooms in a pot.
No, the magic's in her.
Okay.
The magic's
the magic is with her.
She doesn't need any cauldrons.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I'm just trying to think.
Scarlet Witch was also trained by Captain America and Hawkeye.
Yeah, she's
so she's very like not like super
is there a
strong,
limit to her power? Like,
combat
will she
able.
get tired after a while?
She could, but that she could. I feel like take out Superman
and like
before.
You think she could?
Yeah, I'm sure lots of people that are Superman fans are mad because like I hate Superman, but I feel like he can get beat by a lot of people. So it's one of the things like I'm trying to look at it right now, not to be biased, to see how Superman could win, and the only way. He'd have to fly and hopefully see her.
Well, I mean,
first,
to be fair, all he needs is one good hit.
Doesn't he have supervision though?
Yeah, that's what I mean. He has one good hit.
Couldn't you just be like in space and see her because he's so super?
Well, yeah,
not in space. He uses the sun for power.
Yeah, so he could see through buildings. He could find her, but she can also make like a force field around here. So he could, I imagine like this. He could come charging at her, force field, stop him for a second, and in that second get the magic. Because he loses a lot to magic. Like the Justice League has to cover his ass a lot of times because he's down and out. So I feel like I said, I'm a little biased in this one for sure because Superman is not for me. But I feel like magic is one of his weaknesses, and we happen to get in a fight.
We mentioned that before this. Even.
Yeah, where I'm like,
if it's Scarlet Witch before or against Superman,
because we were almost gonna take her out. I'm like, oh no, keep her in there because maybe that fight will happen.
Yeah. Shoutouts to Scarlet Witch.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's Dylan's
I
favorite.
have to give it to Scarlet Witch.
I feel
like the Avengers Scarlet Witch, like the one that was just in the movie, wouldn't hold up. No, but like full on Scarlet Witch would definitely.
Badass. She gets a cool mask.
Yeah,
with a big antlers on it.
I think she could.
That's hardly a mask at this point. It's a helmet.
It's like that. Her helmet. It's like
like Superman. He like in brawn on brawn fights.
Yeah, he'd win.
He wins like
but against
just on head on fights, but like against anything that isn't just pure physical like super strength sort of thing. I feel like he's at a very high disadvantage.
He's like for me. Some people will be like offended, but he's like a nicer Deadpool because he's like crazy and he just relies on his powers, but he's not that smart. Like he relies on other people. So are we saying Scarlet Witch?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica?
I don't know who Scarlet Witch is at all, but from what you've said, that sounds like
right, because you only seen the first half of Avengers.
Yeah, I have no idea who she is.
Okay. She's awesome. All right,
Evan, you not seen it either?
Oh, I've seen it.
Me, I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it? Wait, you've seen the Avengers?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's seen Ant-Man. He's been keeping up.
Hey, I'm pretty good.
Dylan's seen some
I saw
movies.
Batman Begins too.
And Batman 66.
And Batman 66.
I saw Have you seen Batman? Has anyone else seen Batman 66?
No, I don't think so. Don't plan on
I actually think
either.
it's worth a watch.
It is.
The Bat Ladder? Yeah, it's a classic. All right, we got Thor.
Wait, that's actually a thing?
We got Thor.
Alright, Thor
Versus
Wonder Woman.
Oh, two
this is
gods.
Wonder Woman's a god?
Yeah, kind of like
of the
she's Greek mythology.
of the Amazon.
She's a
she's an Amazon. Yeah, like it's like based off of that.
I never knew
it's
that.
the same way as
She's
Thor.
godlike.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, before we start this, I have one quick question. For her invisible thing, can people see her flying around like that?
It's gone.
She just flies in.
Yeah.
Is that what it was like though? Like you would see her in the sky
days.
just like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the old days, that's what I was like. You see her in the sky like this, but that jet you don't see.
Okay, that's cool.
All right, so I need some counterpoints for Wonder Woman because I don't really know enough about her. So I need. How can she stand a chance right now?
She's strong, and she is as many people.
Is she stronger than his hammer going through her? Like I feel like she'd die.
I feel like she'd be able to stop with her shield.
I feel like she could block the.
Does she have a shield?
They're very similar as far as they come from similar backgrounds of like.
She does.
She does. Okay.
Yeah, she does have a shield. Yeah, they come from very similar backgrounds. Like she's also training army, has been trained. She has that lasso of truth that we talked about.
Oh yeah, the lasso of truth.
Tell her his deepest secrets.
Exactly.
Oh.
And then the other thing
I
is
have daddy issues.
in DC.
What do you really think of Loki?
She is. Yeah, she is one of, if not the most skilled fighter in the DC universe. Like that's said all the time. Like her combat is amazing. Like the same thing. Like if it was Superman, he's super strong, but she would beat him in just a fight. Like she's really skilled. I feel like Thor is a great warrior, but he's not as skilled hand to hand. He has the hammer. He can fly. Wonder Woman can fly as well.
Yeah.
Like they're very similar. She has a sword. It's not as strong as that, but I'm just trying to think.
I think
It's really tough. This is super tough.
The one thing
because
that
they're almost very
about
identical
Thor
characters.
is he's reckless. Like he relies on his strength.
Yeah, where she has
Like for example, Loki, like
outsmarts him a lot though.
Like Loki outsmarts him all the time. Like the one time he baited, like in the first Avengers, Loki baited Thor into just like charging at him, and then Loki like phased out and then just trapped him.
Is he like that in the comics though? Really?
Yeah, he's very much like the first. Have you seen the first Thor movie?
Yeah.
That's him. Like most of the time, he's a bit better, but he's very like I'm Thor.
Very hot-headed and
Yeah, he gets better over the years. Like as you see Avengers, but
like not as bad as Deadpool, but
no, he does think. The only thing I'm trying to think with Thor is he can produce lightning, and I'm just
Lightning is pretty good.
yeah, and that's what I'm trying. Like
He's pretty
she has
accurate.
a shield
too.
though. She just
I feel like that's I don't know. This is.
I feel like she would still get electrocuted though.
I feel like
Yeah.
Like
Thor
she
can just
could
put on
deal
enough
with it.
pressure to like break her down eventually. You know.
I do. I feel like this would be a durable fight. I feel like this is a fight at the end of the movie
But-
when they start and it's not over until like 20 minutes later.
with
and they're just
how
like,
skilled of a combatant Wonder Woman is, would Thor really be able to get that many hits in on her?
well, that's why I thought the lightning. I thought without the lightning, I think Wonder Woman would win. But the
Do you feel like Wonder Woman can disarm him?
But how often can he use the lightning?
Could he?
He has to have the hammer.
Can
No,
you just
but
like
if he
spam
gets disarmed,
lightning
he can just,
strikes
like,
from her?
Yeah.
He can't do that, but what happens in time if she's like, oh god, with the sword?
When
And she's not gonna kill him, but like she could.
When he uses his lightning,
him.
does he shoot it out of his hammer or does he call it down from the sky?
He could. He has to have the hammer, so he could
But
either
does he
direct it or he
Okay.
could like shoot it out of his hammer.
Is it instant?
What? He's gonna need a little recharge time. So
But
it's
like
not,
when he shoots the first bolt, is it instant?
like if he gets it, he go.
As he's calling it down, I could imagine her closing the distance and getting a hit
Or
on
like
it.
I do
lasso
too, 'cause she's-
on the
Exactly,
lasso
she has
hammer.
the
She
lasso.
couldn't lasso the hammer.
She can't?
No one can.
But she
you have
can
to be
lasso
worthy.
him.
She could lasso him and maybe mess that up, and the lightning bolt would have to come and strike the hammer and then move him.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, and she's quick enough. I think with the speed, and I think she's a bit smart. Thor is like really cocky, but he's still a smart warrior. But I'm feeling Wonder Woman.
I'm feeling Wonder Woman.
And Wonder Woman also, like, she has godlike strength.
Yeah,
Like, she's a god.
he does
so.
too. But I feel
So I feel like in the strength department, Thor doesn't have the advantage.
She's
is what I'm
throwing
saying.
weapons other than her lasso.
well, she could
Any
throw her
range?
sword. if she wanted to.
She doesn't have.
She
ninja
throw
stars?
fists,
She doesn't have
Kirkland.
ninja stars.
No, ninja stars. What are you thinking?
But she can fly. She can just
Because
jump and
I
fly.
I don't know
super
anything
fast.
about Wonder
That
Woman.
is true.
Like, she can close
Okay.
the distance easily.
But I mean,
Yeah.
You will this weekend.
but it goes back to the whole, like, there's distance, right? Thor could throw his hammer. So,
Yeah.
I mean, while
But-
you're closing the distance, I mean, there's that.
I think she can like juke and jump.
I don't think
I don't know if the
Thor
shield
would be able to
stopper.
hit her with the
Yeah.
hammer. I feel like she could avoid it.
I feel like she'd get hit, but I feel like not enough.
Do you feel like it would do damage if it hits her shield?
She has her gauntlets too. I feel like it's gonna rough her up a bit, but I don't think it's gonna send her
It's
flying.
not
Thor
gonna
doesn't
go
have
right
his
through
hammer.
her and just
No.
decimate her.
No.
Thor can call his hammer back right away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
but
true.
it has to fly to him while she's also flying at him.
That's my
So
thing.
then
I
it can
think
hit her
he
in the back.
Oh.
I think she's smart. She's super smart. So she's not gonna like if she
But do
sees.
you,
I don't
do you
think she'd fall
think
for
she
that.
would? Yeah. Well, how do you think she would know? Like, throws it behind her, and then she's like running, and then like pull it back and hit her in the back.
I think eventually, and I think one blow isn't gonna kill her. And this one blow's not going to kill him necessarily, but I think if she could get to him without the hammer, she could get enough hits to try and incapacitate him. I think she's not dumb enough to get hit by that hammer.
Mhm.
And once she sees that it can fly and he has like force powers with it, like I think she'll adapt better than Thor. Thor's going to be very hit, where she is a great warrior princess, not Xena, and like she's going to adapt.
And
So
with the lightning, Thor isn't the kind of person who would just sit back and shoot lightning at her. He's gonna want to go in there and beat her with his own two hands.
especially if it's like another like godlike person.
Yeah, exactly. He's
Deals-
gonna want to prove himself and like go in there head to
Yeah.
head and try and win like that.
You said he was cocky. Do you feel like he'd be like, oh, it's just
a woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah,
do
yeah,
think
yeah,
that? Okay.
exactly.
So yeah, I feel like he would underestimate her, and
Yeah.
she would just have the upper hand.
I have
Wonder
to
Woman.
agree.
Wonder Woman.
Jessica?
Yeah, I'll just go with the majority. Whatever.
She's a
Wonder
wonderful
Woman.
woman.
It is.
Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Where's this?
Ooh.
Storm.
Oh, that's a cool one.
Storm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
can she kill him?
Well,
Can
we've
she
already-
could
we've already
incapacitate
decided, yeah, we've already
him.
decided
In what way?
actually. Send
Mega
a
lightning bolts, and she can fly.
Yeah.
He's very conductive.
Okay.
I feel like
Yeah.
Wolverine, if he did get her, he could kill her, but I feel he's very
He
conductive.
wouldn't be able to get
I don't
her.
think he could get her, and that's the same thing where Wolverine
Mhm.
is really good in a bronze situation, but
Mhm.
against like a magic or a power like that.
But she fly like her flying isn't that kind of weak?
But Wolverine doesn't have like great jumping ability.
Yeah, so
it's
she
not
can just like
he's-
go above him and just.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like
Yeah,
he
but-
jumps normally like a human. Like he has a better he has a better jump than all of us, but like he's not. That's where Jessica Jones. She could be like whoosh, but
Yeah, but Wolverine can
and
like
he's heavy.
you know if he got to the top of a building he could just jump out of the window.
But he has
She
to
just,
climb there, and while he's
She
climbing,
could use wind to make it so
Yeah.
his jump doesn't get
Yeah.
to her.
yeah.
He
But you were
push him
saying
back.
that her ability to control the weather takes a while, and it's
It
kinda
has to
lame.
charge, but
She has
can
to build
still
up the
yeah.
storm, but if they start in different locations while he's trying to get to her, she can just spend that whole
Yeah,
time.
but she
building
can't
a
just
storm.
shoot lightning bolts like Thor can.
She could shoot like little
build
mini,
the
like
storm.
she
I
could.
feel like that wouldn't be big deal though. I feel like she could
No.
just do like a hurricane, and like that would
Well,
be
she
enough.
could use
It
wind
depends.
to encapsulate.
If she was gonna use like a big lightning bolt just to kill him, it would take a little time. I think she could get enough time, and I think she could get enough hits.
And fly so he can't reach her.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's faster than him too, isn't she?
I would say so. I think because
Yeah.
she can, and he's pretty heavy.
I think
I just feel like he just, even if it took her time, I think with enough little lightning bolts, he would eventually go down. I feel like he's too, he couldn't get his hands on her. I
Yeah,
think.
like I,
couldn't. No,
I was just gonna say, like, I feel like if it got to that situation, like, he could kill her in one punch.
Yeah.
But, or with his, whatever, his knives. But
Yeah.
I just don't
claws,
think...
they're claws.
I just feel like that would never happen, though.
No, that's why if he had a team, he could help take her down. Because Scott shoots her, then, but he has no Scott.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Scott's too busy fighting
dead.
Magneto.
yeah, he's too busy getting killed by
Scott's dead,
Magneto. Yeah.
Second, like, X-Men versus X-Men fight here going on.
I know.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right, so
I think she just has too many options.
Yeah, Wolverine would have been better if we got a
available.
bronze one.
All right, Green Lantern
Green Lantern.
versus Iron Man.
Ooh, this is good.
So Green Lantern can make a lot of stuff appear. Like he
But
can
the
like.
thing is,
Iron Man can like make a lot of things disappear.
No, I'm not saying why he can win. I'm just saying like his powers to clarify for
Yeah.
people. Like he can make like if someone's falling in the sky, he
Iron
can
Man,
make a
I
fake
feel
bed.
like, has ways to deal with everything that
They're both pilots in a way.
Yeah.
So if Iron Man's flying around shooting missiles at Green Lantern, what can he do about that?
You just make a
block
wall.
him.
you can make a
Yeah.
shield.
He could block them. I think
Could he
If
just
they're-
make, like, an EMP with his ring?
he can make. Yeah, he.
So he could just, like, destroy the suit.
He can
couldn't
make like a
So
transformer.
then the suit
with
just
it.
falls down, and then the fight's over.
Yeah, I think they're very similar. I think the thing is that the only way someone could beat him is with like hurting his will or hurting his inside. But that's a problem of like Tony Stark's not that person.
He's not a
very-
bad guy
Yeah.
who would do that.
Well, no, I think
That's
so, but I don't
bad.
think he's. I don't think he know. He's more of the cocky approach, almost back to the Thor thing, where he's just going to go in there with a bunch of repulsors and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think
don't
he's
he'd
smarter.
think about
The
it
only
that
thing
way.
is, Iron Man, if he could get his ring. That's what I'm trying to think if there's any way if he could.
How'd that happen, though?
Whose flight ability is better?
I'd
it's-
say they both have the same.
Well, Tony Stark can't go in space.
Yeah, he. No,
He's not an astronaut.
Yeah,
He's just an Iron Man.
I would say Green Lantern has the advantage because it's just the ring that's powering him, and he can go where Tony Stark's if suit took any damage,
Yeah.
it might flutter out or something like that. Like look at every Iron Man
When it
Avengers
gets too
movie.
high,
Yeah, or like when it's damaged, it's like 60% this, and then like his suit starts to go down. So I feel like the fight would take a while. I feel like it'd be a lot of flying after each other, showing stuff, like because Tony could block stuff too and move. Like he's not just gonna stand there like hit me, but I think eventually. Green Lantern, it's like a cardio thing. I think he has the better cardio between the two. And I don't know if he
What
could
is-
get his ring.
How durable
But
is
the thing
Green
about
Lantern?
Green
If he gets by one
Lantern-
bullet, is he down?
He gets more hurt, but it's one of the things. If you were to get the ring off him, he'd be just dead. But that's why I think I don't know if Iron Man can get the ring. But without the ring, he's just a normal guy.
But doesn't the ring eventually, like, it'll run out of power? It can't just.
it's
keep
all
going
about
forever.
him and his will, and that's where
But
it's,
it does have to recharge eventually.
it does. But not. I don't think in this fight because there's no civilians in the
Okay.
way, so Iron Man's not doing anything to really mess with them. And it will take time to recharge, but he can fly while that's recharging, and he can fight. He's not a mixed martial arts guy, but he still has like some super strength stuff like that. Like,
Okay.
it doesn't. I think he has the ability to recharge. Where Iron Man's suit, if it's damaged, it's damaged. Like he could
Yeah.
try and repair it, but if he's
What
repairing
could
it, he's gonna
Green
get.
Lantern do to damage his suit, though?
Technically,
can-
Iron Man has Jarvis and stuff too, so it's kind of like two brains better than one.
I just don't know if Jarvis
I think they
would-
could figure out that the power is coming from the ring.
They could. That's my whole thing. Is I just don't know if he could get to the ring because Green Lantern can literally do anything. Like he can make a transformer come up and it shoots stuff.
He could just spawn Ultron if he wants.
He can scare Tony, yeah, but he can. Like he makes, like I said,
He could just spawn Batman, then Batman, of course,
Then
kills
Batman
everyone.
would
so-
win the fight.
They could throw money at each other.
I think Green Lantern has this for sure.
I do
I
too.
agree.
Maybe if if Iron Man's powers were just like his body doing all these things, but
and if it was
Yeah.
a villain too, he could get at him with certain people. Like if there was like a sort of like I don't think he'd have enough time for a hologram.
Did you say you said the Green Lantern was better at flying?
Well, I feel like because he wouldn't have to. Well, he's technically a pilot. Like that's his job. Where Tony Stark, like he's good at flying because he did the suit, but his job as a normal person, Hal Jordan is. We should clarify it's Hal Jordan, but like is a pilot. So I
Yeah.
feel like he's better. And once again, like his suit to me and the ring, it may have to recharge a bit, but I don't. It doesn't come in the same way that Iron Man. Anytime he takes damage, he's like, oh, the ring or the suit, like it's down, like, and he doesn't get to repair mid fight, right?
But what if Iron Man got a bunch of his automated suits to also go after Green Lantern?
Or we just...
Could Green Lantern deal with 6 to 8 of them at a time?
I think so because those aren't smart. They're just like drones,
So-
and he just like. So I feel like Lantern has it, and that's.
I
if
mean,
he
you
has
were
those
saying the
suits.
projectiles don't matter because you can just make a wall. So and any doesn't matter how many
Yeah.
projectiles.
The wall
you
can
just
break,
get
but
a
he
wall.
can make another wall.
But how many walls can he continuously
It's all about like his inner strength most of the time, because there's one time when they're versing a bunch of parademons and Batman gives him a pep talk, and after he gives him this pep talk, he's like super strong. So as long as he's doing good and he's not versing somebody that could take down his will, like Iron Man won't. Iron Man might make a couple jokes about his suit and whatnot.
Against the bully that brings him down.
Yeah, like,
makes him all sad.
But I don't think his Hail Drone's pretty quippy too.
Green Lantern probably could just like reflect the things too somehow. I would imagine.
I think he just bring up a wall, right? Oh, like you mean the insults?
No, like the missiles. He could probably just like.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
He probably has some way to spin the missiles around and fire them right back up.
I think so.
I think Green Lantern has it for sure.
Watch your feet.
Yeah, I've been waiting to say something. I've been trying to like pause it, but every time it like ends.
Because sometimes it picks it up if you like touch it.
Yeah, you've been like bumping, like flicking your feet on it and stuff.
I think Green Lantern. That's for that.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you guys think?
I feel like Green Lantern.
I feel like Green Lantern would lose, but that's only based on the only knowledge I have of him is him sucking dick in the Green Lantern movie.
Yeah, that's bad.
I feel like that's not a way to what you should base it off of.
But
I'm unconvinced for Green Lantern winning, but I can't say how Iron Man would win, so I'm gonna.
That's why I picked, because I feel
I'm going to abstain my vote.
All Green Lantern has to do is beat that suit, where Tony has to get the ring, and I feel like that's harder. Like lots of more projectiles at Iron Man, where Tony has to get in there and get that thing off.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have to like pull like.
Well, chop off his finger, but he still has to get like
hand, arm. I mean.
I just feel like Green Lantern has a lot of defenses between.
I don't know, like you said,
he
he
can...
like pulled out like 6 suits and they all just like jump on him and start like pulling body parts.
Yeah, but
apart.
Green Lantern could also make an army of suits.
He can make like a big robot thing. I'll show you
after.
after.
It's like the Green Apple of Eden again, all over.
No, because there's a way you can beat him. You can get the ring off. People have before, and there's someone like Superman that just busts through the wall and grabs them. There's someone like Batman.
Iron Man can bust through the
I
wall.
don't think Iron Man's strong enough to do that individually.
Superman can turn back time as well if he goes fast enough.
And Green Lantern wall. You gotta clarify they bust through a Green Lantern wall. I don't fucking bust through a wall. Okay, well here's a cement wall that Iron Man can go through.
But the thing is, Green Lantern can only I feel like he can only make one thing at a time, though, right?
Well, he makes it, it's gone, then he makes it again, or makes something again. Like, that's the thing. I don't feel like Iron Man would be fast enough to get him. Superman's a lot faster than Iron Man. Iron Man's just a machine. And Superman, where he's super fast, and someone like Flash should get it, because he wouldn't know where he's going. And then you have someone like Batman, who's been before, when he, like, messes with his mind, and he, like, talks about, like, his dead girlfriend or stuff like that, and then he starts to... The anger doesn't help him. And that's where Tony wouldn't. Tony would just... He'd kind of make, like... funny quips at him, where if he made something about like something personal or talking about his dead dad, he'd be like, "Oh, my dad," and then like he starts to get weaker. But
I feel like that's not off limits for Tony Stark, though.
But I don't think so. He's always making too quippy of remarks. But
he's got Jarvis.
But Jarvis isn't what Jarvis gonna tell about.
If he's a real person. He's a person, you said, so he could get Jarvis to do a search on him to find out about him and be like, find out
Jarvis
that he has a dead
essentially
dad.
Siri.
That's true. I just feel like...
Oh, I think I got like
I feel like Tony doesn't have the psychology to do that. That's what I mean. I don't think he could know that, but I think he's just going to make something about, like, oh, don't die like your father, and, like, that'll hurt him a little bit, but he's not going to get deep down and personal. Like, talk about how much of, like, an embarrassment he is to his family and stuff like that. Like, I think Tony's too funny for that. I'm not saying he wouldn't do it, but I don't think he's psychologically capable enough to make Green Lantern feel
He's too cocky.
Bad. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. I feel like he's going to use insults in a different way, in the way he always does.
He wouldn't do the insults in a way to, like, break his will.
Yeah, and that's what I feel.
He'd do it more for his own amusement.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because what I'm picturing is, because Green Lantern can pretty much only make one thing at a time.
Yeah.
He can't control, like, 5 different things.
No, he can't, no.
I'm thinking, like, Iron Man, and then he has, like, bunch of his different suits too, like his automated ones. Say they're all attacking him from different angles. Green Lantern can like make a shield around him, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But then he's stuck in the shield. He doesn't have any offensive capabilities, and Iron Man
can still fly the way with that shield.
But he can keep the attack up and keep him in that shield so that Green Lantern can't fight back. But then eventually the shield would give out, and they'd keep moving in closer and applying more pressure, and eventually I can see Green Lantern just wearing down and just having the willpower, because being trapped in a bubble, constantly running away, and constantly being on the defensive, that would break your will.
I don't think it would break
You can't do that forever.
You
would start to feel helpless.
I don't feel like Green Lantern's a rookie enough. He could do that bubble, but I feel like he could break that bubble, fly down really quick, and he's just gonna make like a huge hammer, and then come up, make something else, like make an axe and destroy those drones. Like he can make the one
do that
thing.
in one hit though.
If they're drones, I think so, because you look at the suits in Iron Man 3, they just bust down really easily whenever they get hit, because there's not Tony controlling them, or they're just like weak robots. So I feel like
While he's attacking, but he can't get them all in one swoop.
No,
he'd have to do them each individually, and while he's going for one, the other ones. Well, he's using his lantern ability, the ring, to use make an axe.
Yeah.
How is he defending himself from the other 6 things attacking him?
But he can still fly while he's doing that. He doesn't have to stay. He's not standstill. He can still fly and have the axe.
Iron Man can still chase him down.
I know, but I still feel like Green Lantern could do it. I feel like, and he's
find a way.
I think so. Like I feel like it'd be a really close fight, but I feel like it's the same thing. I feel like Iron Man could hurt him, but I don't think it'd be hurt him enough to get the ring. Where I feel like Green Lantern could still do some damage. And then in that time, Iron Man's suit is going to go down for sure. Like
in any Iron Man movies or Avengers or anything, has there been a scene where Tony's uses blasters and I don't know, hurt someone's hand or taken off someone's hand or anything like that?
It wouldn't with the Green Lantern because he has that glow around him, so it's kind of like a mini durability shield. It's not you wouldn't be able to just
he wouldn't be able to do it
in
in one hit.
Yeah, it's not you couldn't
but
blow off his
head.
head.
That whole thing of if there's he's trying to build a shield to stop a drone or something like that, and Tony was doing that while he's concentrating on that.
So he's building a shield, and then Tony's shooting at him?
Yeah, well, if he's trying to stop 6 drones coming at him, and then Tony's concentrating his fire on the ring because he's figured that out.
But the ring would be in the shield though, because the shield would be around him. It was a bubble because he can make he's done that before where he's put Flash in a gerbil ball to protect him, and Flash is running really quick in the ball. So that's he could do that to himself, and eventually
that's teamwork right there.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You'll see it's coming in here. He can make this ball around him. Eventually this stuff is gonna break, but I feel like he'll come up with a game plan before that. Whether that's flying really quick, another wall.
Can his powers go forever?
It depends what he's making. Little stuff like a ball, yes. But if you pull the Transformer thing, it's gonna take a little while. But it's always dependent on his will and what he's feeling that day and stuff like that. If he's in a really
good
Monday,
yeah, he'll feel down.
But it's the same thing that Iron Man will have to recharge too. His pulse, he shoots it and then it takes a second to recharge. You hear it even in the movies.
No, but I mean, are his I guess his powers infinite?
He could always use it. It's not gonna have a bar where it's you've used this quota for the day.
Mana.
Yeah, nothing like that. It's as long as he still has the ring, he's good. That was my always thing. It's just if you get it off him, then he's useless. He just stands there in his pilot.
What about his lantern?
What? That's to charge it up.
Okay.
You do that then at night.
What if he goes to destroy the lantern?
What if he
he doesn't bring that to the fight. That's
no, but what
else.
if Tony?
What if he forgets to charge it in that night?
But then that's another thing.
I charge my phone
then Tony has to go into space.
What if he forgot to charge his
It's in space. I thought he keeps it at his house.
He can keep it in a lot of places. Lots of times he keeps it where the Justice League space tower is because they have their bases in space.
If you want to talk about things running out of charge, his suit can run out of charge too.
I know. That's why I was wondering
true.
if his powers could too. He
can only hold so many missiles in his suit before he runs out.
And the difference is if he takes damage physically, it doesn't hurt his powers. Where Tony Stark, it can bring down his suit. What he can do, because I always say you could do just the repulsor of this level, or you got one more unibeam.
I think we should move on.
Well,
let's have a vote.
I'm going Green Lantern.
I'm going Green Lantern.
Green Lantern.
I don't really care, so you give it to Green Lantern.
Okay.
I think Tony Stark would use more intellectual. You guys give the intellect one to everyone else except for this one.
But this is a bronze one where I feel like his intellectual doesn't match. Like I said,
But to be able to look up and find out this information, which is what you said would be his weakness.
But Jarvis isn't going to be able to say hey, if you start talking bad about his dead dad, he'd be oh, his dad dead. But that's something that someone like Batman would know because he knows him personally. Iron Man's not going to know him personally. The people in Justice League know that Hal has those problems or that can hurt the ring. He'd be yeah, his dad's dead. His girlfriend's an evil bitch. But that won't hurt him because I don't think Tony Stark's going to be oh, I know what'll hurt his ring if we make him feel bad and we go at his will. I think he'll just be how am I supposed to get this ring? I think Tony would be. I think if it was something like a Storm scenario or Magneto, he could outsmart him. But this, he has to get that ring, and that's my coup de grace, I guess.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess Green Lantern takes it.
You say that with.
I'm still unconvinced.
All right, we got the Hulk.
I'm not
we got the Hulk
Iron
versus
Man one, but
Ant-Man.
The Hulk versus Ant-Man.
I'm going Ant-Man.
I'm going Hulk.
Because
Ant-Man can grow in size too.
Hulk can still beat him.
I think we should take Giant Man out.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that was a
Well,
it hasn't happened yet. It is.
In the Avengers, the animated movie,
Yeah.
Hulk still beats Giant Ant-Man.
Yeah, but that's why I'm not saying Giant Man. Giant Man, he could just like process his hand stuff like that. I think Ant-Man, because if he's small enough, Hulk's not going to see him.
How is he gonna beat Hulk though?
What? Go into his nostril, mess him up like he does that a couple times. Like go into his brain, hurt him that way. I think it take a lot of damage, but I'm trying to think of like another way that he could beat Hulk other than just like I don't know the brains. I don't know if there's something you could hit in there to knock him out. But I feel
I'm wondering how this exchange would go down, because Hulk has to be angry and has to get in the movie.
Let's just say he's angry.
Yeah, let's just say
let's
it's the Hulk.
Let's just say it's Monday again.
Okay. All right.
So
It's gotta
we're
back
just
someone
saying
did.
only Hulk, not Dr. Banner as well.
No, like we'll say just Hulk because
Okay.
then we're
Okay,
taking
that's fair, that's fair.
Because then if we had Giant Man, he could go in Hulk's brain, then turn Giant Man, and Hulk's brain would explode. That's why I took Giant Man
That's
out.
the
But he can do that
He can do
with
that.
his regular size.
Yeah.
It'd still blow his head up.
Boom! You just got it.
I feel like Hulk would have no way to locate
That's my thing.
Mr. Ant-Man,
Because even if you'd need this
Mr.
is
Ant-Man.
this is where like if Iron Man or somebody had track, or
He could like if that like magical ant that they killed in the movie, which I'm still really
Anthony?
mad about, was Anthony. If Anthony wasn't dead, he'd be a critical piece of this. He'd be fighting alongside Ant-Man.
There's always another Anthony, though.
yeah, he can and he can use the bugs. So what if he used Hulk like Hulk's like Ant Man, and then he's behind him going in his ear.
You know how they say that
I don't even.
mice are
Is that
afraid
how
of
Hulk
elephants, right?
Oh,
What
Ant-Man.
if the Hulk is
Yeah.
afraid of ants?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He does when he's not Banner. He's
That-
always just like.
I don't think anyone
smash,
else
like,
heard
God.
that point, but
I
I think
did.
that was a solid point.
I did.
I didn't hear it zoned yet.
Well, I said, you know how elephants are afraid of mice, they say.
Yeah.
What if the Hulk is afraid of ants?
And Ant Man, if you didn't
Such
know,
a bad
Kirkland,
point.
if you didn't
I
know,
don't think that's relevant.
he can control all ants. He
It
can
was a
talk to
joke,
them and he can.
but I had to
He
say
can do
choice,
other
so
bugs too,
ruined
can
it.
he? Like,
Yeah.
He did like wasps.
There's a lot of ants. There's
So he
more
could, like,
ants
walk
than
around his
humans
head?
in the world.
Fire ants in Hulk's face.
Oh man, I would just.
Ant-Man
I would
wins
give up.
this.
I'd throw in the
This is
towel.
like-
I would tap out.
I think
Have you ever like tried to like go to an ant pile and like step on all the ants?
No,
and
I'm
just-
not cruel. I'm not an ant bully.
I was once 8 or whatever age.
I had a
you-
magnifying glass once, but
I just-
that was
Okay,
as
I
far
think
as
that's
got.
times.
I think that's meaner to the ants than stepping on
I think
them.
so. Yeah.
So let's.
Kirkland
We
loses
made
against Jessica in
amends,
this
guys.
fight.
Yeah, I won.
I think because Hulk has no way to track him down. There's a lot of other characters here that could track him down. Or you look at Storm, like big gust of wind, take everything out the gale. But like Hulk could do a Hulk smash, but I don't think he's just gonna be like Hulk smash, and then like go around. But like he has someone like an
I think if
Anthony
we
that
did
can
this
fly.
fight 10 times, Hulk would win like 1 out of 10 times just from random
Yeah.
crushing.
like step
Like,
and
I
like,
think-
oh I got him.
But I think
Could you do, like,
overall,
the Bowser
I think
butt drop
Ant-Man
from
would-
Melee?
Yeah.
And it depends. If we went the movie, so. But if you went Hank Pym, who's the original Ant-Man, he's a scientist too. So
I think we're always gonna go with the Paul Rudd
okay,
version.
well
Paul
fine. He's a
Rudd.
thief. He's a smart. Either way, I still think Ant-Man wins. I
I
feel
think
like
Ant-Man wins.
Hulk isn't smart enough, and I
I
feel
feel
like
like the only one who doesn't agree with this is Tyler.
I know,
Let's
he's
hear
very
some points.
quiet.
How? But like
he brought it up when he goes in his
Hulk
brain.
can. Yeah, but Hulk. It won't kill Hulk.
I
Why
think that
wouldn't
would
it?
kill his brain. And what if he might
How
be
would it
bad?
kill
What
his
if he's
brain?
just like what if he's literally paralyzed and he just sits there? I
Hulk
call that a
doesn't get
technical knockout.
paralyzed.
But if he gets
If you
hurt
don't
enough,
know brain
Shoot
matter, you
the
lose
Hulk
the
in the
fight.
head and he won't die.
he might not kill him. But if he gets hurt enough, he'll resort back to Banner. So I feel like if Ant-Man goes in his brain, turns into normal size, he's definitely turned back to Banner. I feel like
There's like a person inside of his head.
yeah, Paul Rudd. I just it's the same
Not
way.
just any person.
Like
Paul
I think
Rudd.
Dylan said it the best. Like how could Hulk track him down or kill him? I think that's the thing.
But how could I just don't see Ant-Man doing enough damage to Hulk.
I
By
think that's
exploding
damage.
What about
his head?
so.
Yeah, but
I feel like you're forgetting
think
about the
of
head explosion
Hulk's
argument.
head.
And remember they said
What can collapse Hulk's head?
But this is
someone
what
can collapse his
expanding
skull.
inside of
this
it.
is from the inside. This isn't the outside.
We
He's a
have to,
hard
like, blow
shell.
off his head. It's just his
And
brain.
okay, even if it didn't kill him, his brain is just like
Yeah, but
it's gone.
if-
So he's
I
not.
I don't think
now
it would be enough to break his skull.
Okay,
It
Tyler,
doesn't
here's
have
the
to
thing.
break
Here's
his
the thing.
skull.
When Ant-Man's a little tiny ant guy, he still has the strength of a normal human being. So let's say he goes
No, it's times 10. Remember, because
times
ants
10.
have that.
I said
Okay.
normal human times 10.
Okay.
Goes in his head. He just punching
Where's
around,
that?
punching some neurons.
And Hulk, and I feel like
the Hulk is done.
Even if he couldn't kill Hulk, he'd knock him out. And when Hulk gets knocked out, he's gonna go back to Banner. And then when he wakes up as
He punches
Banner,
like
That's a
occipital
KO.
lobe, he can't see
Dirty
anymore.
KO though.
yeah, but
Or-
I still count
Punches
it.
motor cortex, he can't
Hulk's
move.
his friend. He's not gonna kill
Easy.
him.
Hulk is not that smart too. If he like feels pain or something like in his ear, yeah, punch his own head.
That's true. He can
Right?
just jump back and forth. Major black eyes.
The best thing Hulk
Yeah,
can
if he
get
like
is a tie.
if he saw Ant-Man like on his face, yeah, you just like punch himself in
And
the
Hulk's
face.
reckless. He might take a car and do that. He might take.
Hulk loses
this-
this. This is
the
like,
street
why are we
thing.
still arguing this?
We want to hear why he
At
didn't
this
agree.
point, Tyler, what are your arguments?
Yeah.
We'll just disprove all of them.
I feel like we've made good ones. Not even joke ones. I feel like
These are all viable.
I just feel like Hulk isn't smart enough to get to Ant-Man.
Mhm.
This goes back to why did Iron Man lose? when
Well,
he
yeah,
was
I can't
smart?
see like.
because it's different
it's
though.
a different
Okay, we're
situation.
not-
I can't
going
see-
back.
How is
I can't
also
see-
smart?
I'll agree. I can't see Hulk beating Ant-Man.
Okay, so then why are we?
But
That's what I mean.
I just
I feel like
I don't
Ant-Man can
know.
outsmart Hulk enough, and that's the thing. Even if it's like arrest, death, or technical KO, I think he's gonna get it.
If you don't like the brain argument, he
Okay.
can go in his body and punch him in the heart, and he's done there.
oh yeah, he can.
Yeah.
Oh
Hulk
yeah,
swallows
is,
him
is
up.
Hulk's inside's really that weak that like a normal, like well not normal but like
a man times 10.
A man
That's not
times
weak.
10?
That's like Hulk. He's like pretty much a
I
straight.
feel like it's hard to
No.
get bigger, but not that big. Not Paul Rudd big.
See, and even like normal human strength, though, we have enough strength to like break our own bones and shit. Our brain just tells us not to. So obviously, someone with 10 times strength is gonna be able to do some damage.
Yeah, and he can get
But
all
I
the
feel like-
ants down. What if he just chokes Hulk?
Oh,
Like
boom.
what if Hulk's allergic to bees?
If he gets his
Oh,
heart, he has a
yeah.
heart attack.
Yeah,
Anaphylactic-
heart attack.
Bad
He has
cholesterol.
anaphylactic shock or something from like.
Yeah.
An
I think Hulk loses a lot of
Yeah.
weight here.
I think Hulk loses pretty bad.
Not even in a joking
Like
way. I
times
just-
10.
Yeah, it's the same thing as Wolverine, right? Wolverine against a lot of people could kill them, but it just takes a few people that they can't do anything, and
It's all about the matchup. It's just
Yeah.
like Melee, Tyler. Think about that one.
the. Oh god, what's
Okay,
next?
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man beats Hulk.
Jean Grey
Jean Grey.
Jean.
means Batman.
Oh, I knew
Ooh.
that was happening.
I think Jean Grey is definitely going to win this one.
We'll let Travis take this one.
Yeah, Travis, you can start.
Yeah, I know you've thought about this, so you might as well tell us the arguments you've already come up with. In your
I
head.
just feel like I'm already lost. I'm already.
You gotta fight for Batman here.
I do. I feel like if you look at Magneto, for example, he has helmets that you can't penetrate the mind. I feel like Batman's gonna have something like that, and I feel like if I can get past that, the telekinesis, she can throw a few things. She's not as powerful as X, so she's not Dark Phoenix. She can throw stuff at him. Batman's very fast. He dodges Superman all the time, and she's not trained in mixed martial arts. So I feel like he has to get to her, and if he has a way to block the mind waves, and he has shit like what I talk about with Venom, stuff that makes loud noises that his ears are plugged, that's going "Rrr," and mess her up. I think she's actually pretty smart, but I think he's gonna have enough tools. And I'm not saying he's making a bomb. I'm saying he has batarang, he has a sonar batarang. Like these are average
ladder.
things.
Bat ladder.
Bat-
Batarang all the time comes from the back of
Shark
his
spray.
cape. I feel like he just has to avoid her
You gotta
enough.
see this movie. It's so good.
Back claw and then
Okay, but
knock
this is
out.
all on the assumption that his helmet magically can stop.
Which it can't.
Yeah.
We don't know that though.
Okay, no, then you can't
It
just
can.
pull that out of your ass.
Magneto has a helmet that stops
considering
waves.
Magneto was able to create.
And Magneto's an old guy.
I think
Batman- all of
Batman.
Batman's-
I think Batman's way smarter than Magneto.
But what reason
And
has he had to create this? Why does he have this?
Brainiac.
I don't know what that
Boom!
is.
There
or
you
what-
Exactly.
We'll
Brainiac.
just
There you
Blake
go.
stairs over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
Brainiac is a guy
100%
that used telekinesis.
And so what happened when Batman fought him?
he wins.
How?
He has like
Yeah, but she can also rip
Earplugs.
things.
some like they're
Can't
not
she,
just
like,
earplugs,
rip-
but they're like magnetic things.
Can't she like rip apart the vacuum of time
no,
and
she,
shit?
no,
No, that is
not her.
nothing at all.
Not even
You're
Dark
just pulling
Phoenix.
shit
Yeah,
out of your
the
ass.
vacuum of time.
You're just pulling shit out of your
It has
ass.
to be Brainiac.
Buy it.
Just pull out anything to beat at Batman.
I was gonna look at
I don't think I
the
have a
game.
home. I don't have a home. So I feel like he's gonna have gear that's prepared him for the telekinesis, as multiple people have fought in the past. And this is the thing. Dark Phoenix, okay, I'll admit it here, he'd lose. She'd just explode him because he has no heartstrings to pull.
Doesn't she turn into Dark Phoenix?
But we didn't put her in there. That's separate entities.
Yeah, but
that's like
she-
Anakin and Darth Vader.
But it's like a transformation that she is.
But you know,
Again,
how-
it's like Anakin
he has to
and Darth
defeat
Vader.
her, and he's not gonna. Oh, boom! I figured it out. He would have to kill her.
I think she has a lot of freaking abilities.
She does, but they're all mind stuff. My pitch is if
She
he
can
is,
space travel.
Oh,
but they're not
Cosmic
gonna go to
fire,
space.
time
Oh, rip the-
manipulation.
time manipulation. Boom.
Time manipulation.
Batman's just a regular dude.
Are you gonna put in Batman's abilities, or are you putting Brainiac?
Yeah.
Okay, good. But okay, this is my thing. You guys are probably gonna overrule me on the telekinesis, but I say without the telekinesis, he's quick enough and durable enough with his armor. He has badass Brainiac. He has badass armor that would block it, and he just has to be durable to get to her. She has no fighting skills whatsoever. She just relies on her powers. And remember we brought up with Green Lantern.
She can fly, can't she?
You've watched the animated series, right, of X-Men? Oh, you're not
No.
Okay, but at least in the movies, she gets tired after using her powers. She's not like Professor X.
That's because she kills people and then she's tired.
No, she's not. It takes a lot out of her.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if Batman can dodge...
No, that doesn't matter. If she's tired after she kills Batman, it's like,
She
I've
rips the
already
vacuum.
done my job.
No, she's not going to kill Batman because she's too kind-hearted, not Dark Phoenix. X-Men don't kill people. Look at what they're all about saving
Like,
people.
is she gonna have that kind of Superman sort of thing where she's gonna hold back to stop herself from
100%.
like she's gonna hold her powers back so that she doesn't kill him?
That's why the Dark Phoenix is so important, because they took a character that is completely Mrs. Nice Girl and like she's the devil, and she's not gonna go to kill him. And it's the same way like I said in that quote the other night about why Batman can always beat Superman, because at his heart he's a good person. At Jane's heart, she's a good person. He'll shoot her not with a bullet, but shoot her with some sort of battering or whatnot that's gonna electrify her just enough so she doesn't die. I feel like if he gets past telekinesis, she's no shot. That's my thing. How'd your Brainiac search go?
All that's coming up is Batman vs Superman for it, so I'm still in the works.
What do you guys think as far as like?
Well, I think it all comes down to whether or not Batman has the ability to block mind bullets. Mind bullets are pretty strong.
No, well, she's not using
She doesn't
bullets.
have mind bullets.
He's been hit before, but he prepared. But she's gonna have no bullets.
That's Tenacious D. That's not Jean Grey.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying
know what to
is,
search,
You guys talk.
can he block mind anything?
Mind bullets.
That's what it comes down to.
I think he can.
I don't think his helmet has that magical power.
That's
He'll have something prepared for it, and if not, then he can. Make
I'll
something.
edit this out if it goes too long. Is this the?
I don't know. I don't know as much as Travis, but I'm on his side.
Well, the thing is, like, I feel like what you're putting into account here is like that they start this battle. We say they start like in the city and they're fighting each other. But Batman doesn't have 2 weeks to prepare for this fight. Like they just both get plopped down there and have to fight. So
Yeah.
I feel like in that situation he wouldn't.
might have tools for it. He has a cowl just like Iron Man.
Okay, like, what's he gonna have in his belt? That, like, a magical, expandable,
Oh, okay. Can I bring up something? I'll search the telekinesis in a second. They start at different positions, right?
Sure.
She's not just gonna find him. What Batman is good at? Stealth. And you know, as you just watch Batman Begins, he's super stealthy. He just has to hit her with one batarang. I'm going with that electric batarang, and she's down. That's my other argument. Is he's so stealthy, he's gonna get onto her. She's not trained like that way. She's not trained to sniff the ground or like look at buildings and find Batman. She's just gonna go full out. She relies so much on her powers. That's why she doesn't even train in like mixed martial arts.
How you said with the electric batarang, I feel like that would like nullify her powers too, or like at least weaken her so she can't use anything. Because I mean, if you're electrocuted, chances are you're not going to be able to concentrate on
Yeah,
your
but she's going to be
powers.
flying around, so he's not going to throw an electric
Batman
battering at her because that'd kill her, and he wouldn't kill her. Boom.
You don't know that.
That's it.
She flies, right?
No, only a little bit.
hovers.
She hovers. She's
Oh,
not
okay.
like, yeah. That's the way I'm
He's still
pitching
with
then. If even with the telekinesis, he is a man that uses the shadows to his advantage. He disappears, as you just found that out yesterday. That's my thing, is he'll find her before she does. And even by the time she hears him, she's going to turn around, and then boom. Batarang something, electric shotgun, EMP. Like, I feel like with the stealth, he's smarter than her, and he can take her down.
I know
That's my
she has
thing.
a bunch of like telekinesis powers, like you said. So could she just like read his mind and like find out where he is and just like concentrate and be like, where is
She
this guy?
could, but she's not as strong as Professor
Yeah.
X, so she'd only get a little glimpse of it. And once again, her powers aren't fast. She takes time. It hurts her a bit. Like, not hurts her, but she has to recharge. If you look at the
It
X-Men
tires her
movies
out,
as example,
exhausts her.
exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry, I almost choked on my own spit. But yeah, that's what I'm going with. Even with the telekinesis, I'm picking Batman. I feel like, once again, even if he can't, even if he has no helmet, he's dealt with telekinesis people before, and he has the stealth over her. He's a ninja. Go.
He's through Batman's training. He is able to fight. He is able to basically block out mind control and resist it.
Boom!
Tinfoil helmets like
mind
science.
control and telepathy. He
And
has
how?
He has through his training.
He's
His
trained with
immense
the League of
willpower.
Assassins, who their leader
His
knows
immense-
immortality. So magic.
Oh,
His
that's a
immense
good point.
willpower.
Yeah, but I
that
feel
he
like
can
what you're saying
resist
here
it.
is that you're kind of picking any iteration of Batman you want. So why can't we pick Jean Grey turning into Dark Phoenix?
Because they're
destroying
different
everything?
characters.
That's
Batman's
that's
the
different
same character through
Jean
the
Grey
whole
has to
thing.
die and then go in Dark Phoenix.
This is not the Batman that I saw yesterday in the movie.
Dark
I
Knight.
said
It's
Jean
still
Grey.
66.
I know, but what I'm saying is the Batman in the movie yesterday doesn't have the ability to
Okay,
block.
but then
mind
I'm
reading.
still going with my argument about even with the
How do you know?
telekinesis.
Yeah,
How do you know
no,
he
I'll go with
can't?
your argument for sure. But I think
How do you know that he can't block it out?
That's
It's never
true.
used against him, so you don't know that he can't.
That's true.
How
He
can
didn't
he-
bump into someone with
how can he-
telekinesis in
he
that
can't
world.
train-
Okay,
against
okay,
it then, like-
so he uses
Batman
his
trained
like
against him.
mind control blocking, kills her, and then she comes back.
He wouldn't kill her.
He would incapacitate her.
But he wins that fight. We didn't say they get to respawn.
But it goes back to like what he's saying. You're just picking every version.
I know. What did I pitch to you? I pitched to you. I
No,
just
your
said,
argument.
mine was valid. I said even with the telekinesis, not like the Dark Phoenix and not blocking telekinesis, I said she's not going to find him in time for him to sneak up on her because that's what he's trained to be. He's trained to be a part of his environment, part of the shadows. By time he finds her, even if she turns around and sees him, he's going to EMP, shock battering, explosive bombs that don't kill people.
You're
Trust
not
me.
So if she does manage to do her powers on him, what happens?
Well,
Does he just get a headache or something? Does he die?
she could
instantly?
stop
Like, what
him in his
happens?
tracks, or she could mind control him for a little bit.
Yeah,
but
and then she
she's-
gets tired, right?
Yeah,
And
she
then
gets
Batman
tired because she's
just-
not Professor X. That's why she's always trained.
Yeah, so she's tired. Her guards are down. And he throws batarang or whatever, right?
Because that's the thing with Dark Phoenix. She can be the most powerful of all time, but she doesn't control it, and she just kills innocent people. So that's why she never learns her capability to the fullest, because then she'd go to the dark side. It's like an Anakin Darth Vader thing, like I said earlier. Like if she's gonna go full dark side if she has to use those powers.
Okay.
That's my argument about with the telekinesis staying. I feel Batman is trained enough to get upon her, get it one strike in, and she's a weak girl. She doesn't have like super healing abilities like Wolverine or Deadpool as or other X-Men. Like that's her power.
Just a glass cannon.
It's the same way. Look at Xavier. He's a cripple. Like he has great powers, but he's still like human hurt. So
I agree.
let's do the vote.
Batman.
I'm doing Batman.
Batman.
Okay. You two are not on Batman.
I'm just so I guess I'll go Batman. Like I just don't know. Yeah, like I just don't see Jean.
Gee.
I just don't see her beating him. Like honestly, like I feel like, yeah, I don't know.
Jessica.
I think that she would win unless you're going with picking whatever version you want.
I
Or he
didn't though.
can-
That's what I pitched to Dylan. I said she could use her telekinesis, and it's just regular Batman. I didn't say he could block telekinesis.
Then I think she would win.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that I won with that argument at least. That
Well, I
he'd
have a
sneak up
question
on
though.
her.
Every iteration of Batman has gone through the same training.
Well, not the movie ones.
Not the movie ones?
No, so that's where they
Okay.
threw up the Nolan ones. But
Okay,
still,
understood.
I was my thing. If I still think he's gonna sneak up upon her and get her. She's not trained for that. She's not a ninja. She's not. And if he doesn't have to get close enough.
Is she the one that can like? She can like. It's not her. I don't think that can like sense where other mutants are.
No, that's
Well, Batman's not a mutant anyways. That's
No, but
Xavier.
that's that's Shockwave.
Shockwave.
I think it's Shockwave.
Well,
There's multiple and
Xavier
Cerebro
also-
can, but he needs.
She can like
Yeah,
see
no,
in the future in like her dreams. Travis was saying.
Yeah, she
Like,
has
that's
that
not
sort
really
of
helpful.
stuff.
In this
Yeah,
fight.
but it's more
She's
like.
gonna have a
sleeping,
nap. She's gonna have a
but-
nap in the
Well,
middle of the
maybe she like had a nap before.
But then Batman gets to prepare too, though. Like she has more dreams, just like
Well-
flashes of something. So she gets the
See-
flash of the battering coming out of her face.
But no, I think
And then she
Batman's
wakes up
different
and
because
it's
Batman would
already
like
in her face.
see what's gonna
She doesn't wake
like,
up, she's
get
dead.
into the fight
Yeah,
and then run away and
exactly.
come back with a plan. Whereas her, she would see it coming.
But we just have to go under the.
No,
We have to think that they're fighting, right? Because
Yeah.
then, like because in that time she's not gonna kill
Alright.
random people.
How we doing?
Okay.
Good.
Okay. Good.
Oh yeah, Shadow Cat.
Oh yeah.
Which I didn't know that was her name, but that's her name.
Kitty Pryde for people that
There's
don't
the
know.
Loki.
Oh,
Shadow Cat is Ellen Page in the X-Men movies.
you shut her out. You're really one.
That's the only way I would know who she is. So I just feel like other people might be in the same boat.
She was pretty cool though. I must admit. In
The
the
guy
movies,
that
she
like
was pretty
sent
awesome.
Wolverine back in time.
All right, does she stand
For
a chance
people that
against
still
Loki?
don't know like me.
What are Loki's powers when he doesn't have the scepter? With the...
He can still do like hallucinations and whatnot. That's what I'm just trying to figure out.
He's
It's a
the
weird.
deceiver, right?
Yeah, like he has tricks and whatnot and spells.
in
The
a straight up
jokester.
fight.
The
Like
deceiver.
if they ended up in a straight up like fist fight.
She would win.
She would
She has
win?
some training. He
Oh, really?
just relies on his powers in a straight up
Isn't he a
fist
god,
fight.
though?
But if he still used his powers to like
But that's the thing. Yeah,
What kind of powers does he have?
He has like hallucinations. So you'd see like 10 Lokis at the same time. Wouldn't know which one was the real one.
Mm-hmm.
He has spells, things like that.
What kind of spells?
I'll get a specific term.
Well, I mean, like, can she like shoot fireballs at her? Like,
No, just like illusion spells, pretty much.
Like
So his illusion
trickster
magic
spells.
is 100 then. right?
trickster spells.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's an illusionist. He's Chris Angel.
Oh yeah, show it to Chris Angel.
So Chris Angel or
Ellen Page.
Ellen Page.
Chris Angel.
I'd go Ellen Page.
What?
Team
No
Canada.
way.
I don't know.
Canada,
Chris Angel
obviously.
has been run over.
Burning
by, like,
Hands, Charm Person,
Oh,
Copper Hand Language,
Purify food and
Direct
drink.
Law.
Purifying.
This is not a
Oh, that'd
good
be a
one.
really
he can't
useful
be
ability in
poisoned.
Fallout 4. I wish I had that.
Warframe.
That's not relevant.
Yeah, that's a different game, dude.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not.
You're in the Warframe wiki.
Great. It's where I want to be my whole life.
I'm just wondering, like, how is he going to take her down, you know?
Spells, that's what I'm thinking.
So,
But I feel like...
actually, I have a question about her power. If someone
Okay,
punches
here's
her,
the
can she just, like, would it just go through her? Like, can she do that?
It can,
Or can she
yeah.
just go through walls?
Loki can do that too.
Loki
Really?
can't. With, like,
Can
it's
he?
well, if he puts out, like, 50 Lokis, she has to figure out which one. And I'm wondering by time if he would get to her at that time. Here's his abilities.
What's her offensive
Superhuman
abilities?
intelligence, strength, durability,
Yeah.
The offensive
longevity,
abilities
and
would
here's
end
his
up just like in a
magical
fist fight, pretty
powers.
much.
Yeah. Okay.
Projection, energy blasts, flight, illusion casting, interdimension, teleporting,
You can energy
shape-shifting,
blast her.
and telepath.
I'm sorry, Ellen Page, but I think you might die.
Yeah, I think
I
Loki's
feel like
got it pretty.
I feel like Ellen Page would just be like it'd be a
Pretty
game.
I
of
like
cat
how
and
no one's
mouse.
even calling her Shadow Cat.
yeah, Ellen Page.
Yeah.
It's just Ellen Page versus Loki, and then Ellen Page wins.
These are
But
Ellen
I
Page's
feel like
actual powers.
I feel like she would just be running.
I do too,
And
and I
like-
feel like
and
Loki
like a
would get her
baby.
eventually with like spells and like tricks. Like he's a trickster,
He's a
and she is
trickster.
kind of young, so I think she's gonna be a little gullible. She's
Doesn't
not.
she
gonna-
steal Bobby?
What?
Should she steal Bobby?
Does she steal Bobby?
Yeah.
What do you
Don't
mean
they like
steal
start
him?
dating?
What? Well, no, not in the movies. Kind of, I don't. It's tricky. She dates
It's
Colossus.
complicated.
Yeah,
Let's
she
not
dates
get into
Colossus in the comics. The big metal dude. That's her love.
So,
My love.
Classic big mouth dude.
okay.
Yeah,
Always getting all
Wait,
the
is that the
ladies.
guy who's in Deadpool?
yeah,
Yeah.
Cool.
yeah.
Is she
Does Ellen
in the
Page?
comics?
Yeah.
She's not Ellen Page in the Dead.
Little crossover.
So
I'm gonna
Loki.
say it's Ellen Page and Deadpool, but that works too.
Loki, is that the official
Yeah, I'm
word?
going for Lokes.
Yep.
The Lokester.
Lokester. I think she stood some chance against
She-
someone,
oh,
but
she-
like
it
not
would-
Loki, not Loki.
It would take time for Loki still to get her, but he'd get her.
All right, here we go. Nightcrawler
Oh.
Nice.
versus
Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler.
versus Daredevil.
So two Nightcrawlers versus Daredevil.
No, it's a free for all.
Yeah.
But there's two Nightcrawlers.
Nightcrawler.
They
versus
equal each other
Nightcrawler.
on Daredevil. No, okay.
So-
Okay, well, this is the way I'll
Tell me how Daredevil could win this, because I don't know.
This is the way I'll pitch Daredevil. I haven't necessarily decided that Daredevil's going to win. The thing is, he does use sound. Like, all his other abilities are heightened. And the thing with Nightcrawler, every time he teleports, it's a so he would hear that. So it's not like he'd come up on him right away, per se. Like, he's going to be...
But he probably can't hear that quick tail that he's got. It's going to stab him right through the heart.
He
Nice.
would.
It would make a sound.
He
It'd
would,
make a
because it's like
whistling sound as
sonar.
it goes through
Yeah,
the
it's
air.
like sonar. So he could hear, and he has great, like... He's
Yeah, but he
trained by
also
the-
has swords.
He's trained by
He
the
also
fist.
has,
Is it
according to
raining?
Wikipedia, the ability to stick to walls is precisely listed.
Who, Nightcrawler or Daredevil?
Not Daredevil. Oh, no. Daredevil has his baton, so that's what he can fight with the sword.
Okay, Nightcrawler gets, or not
like a
Nightcrawler,
nightstick.
Daredevil gets beaten up by normal
I'm talking Daredevil
mobs.
at his peak, who can, like, he's, like,
Is
very
it raining?
trained.
I feel like
If it's
that-
raining, Nightcrawler scoot. This is my only pitch for Daredevil, is he can use those sound of sonar, so the tail, he's going to be... It's not like Flash, where he's going to be, like, in slow motion, but he's going to have a, like,
He's gonna
quicker
be able to
idea.
react to it.
And in the Fist of Fit, Daredevil will win because he's trained by the Fist, who is, like, a big, evil corporation.
I don't know, he's a superb fencer, apparently.
Who?
Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler? He's a
See,
superb.
he's a superb fencer. Superhuman agility, dexterity, coordination, reflexes, and balance. Enhance flexibility, speed, and night vision. So he also can...
Not only does he have vision, he has
night vision.
I-
He has teleportation.
That's the big one for me.
Prehensile tail and the ability to stick to
prehensile?
walls and or blend into shadows.
That's a long list.
I
of
don't
abilities.
really know what prehensile
Yeah, I feel like
means.
the
I think that's
Shadow.
the game breaker right there. I think that wins it.
I think Nightcrawler wins it.
Yeah.
I'm a little biased, and I think teleportation is really strong.
Is that
Not
your
even
power you would
Nightcrawler.
pick?
Actually, it probably would be. Teleportation is sick, and I think he would just bop on Daredevil all day, every day.
I think Daredevil with his radar could put up a fight.
Couldn't he just
I don't-
teleport to Daredevil, pick him up, teleport both of them, and drop them?
Oh,
He
snap.
wouldn't kill him, so no.
But he can do that.
He could.
He
but
could drop him in the ocean, and
He'll stick a
Aquaman
break
could
of
swim.
leg.
Aquaman, he doesn't get Aquaman in this. I think Daredevil
Just a bystander.
could
This
put
one.
up a good fight, but yeah, I think Nightcrawler would eventually get him down. I think Daredevil, it's not enough for him. Yeah, unfortunately.
Everyone agree?
Yep.
Teleportation is the next level?
Sorry, man. I let you
Alright,
down.
last battles. That's actually a good one. Joker versus Black Widow.
Oh!
Window.
Actually,
looks like
apparently I spell window.
The black
the Black Widow
versus-
Joker wins. He shoots the window.
It's actually a
Game
black
over.
window.
But it's a bulletproof window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black
This is a
Widow's
good. This is a good one because
Scarlet
neither of them
Johansson.
really have like crazy superpowers. They're both just like
I haven't seen
Ledger.
Avengers.
I'm gonna pick
I haven't seen Avengers.
Joker.
Of course you're gonna pick Joker.
You always pick because I'm biased, but no, though you can talk me out of it. She's very highly trained, right?
Yeah.
So is Batman. Joker takes Batman to the level many times.
He basically, yeah, but not hand to hand, just
What?
like mind bends, right?
Yeah, but
Like
I feel
hand to
like
hand, I feel like Scarlett Johansson.
But it's
would win.
not just a
Like,
straight
Why do you
hand-to-hand
say
fight.
stop. Let's call them by the characters' names.
I think I have to with Joker too because I think he could break her.
I think so too, but like once again, he may not have time to plan this. But the thing he does always have on him and stuff like that is the laughing gas, and I feel like if you get hit with that, you're done because you're just starting to laugh all the time, and he's just gonna shoot you. And here's the one thing where I'll throw up there as my last point for Joker, and then you guys can take shots at me. She's more on the good side. She's just going to kind of try to capacitate him. He's out there to kill. He doesn't care. So he'll shoot her. He's going to kill her with a knife. The laughing gas will put it on high so she'll die. That's my reason I have the edge of she's going to... He's just going to have one thing to kill her.
What if he doesn't want to kill her? What if he wants to make her bad? What if that's his intention?
But then he still wins?
What's that?
Was that your... But then he still
What if
wins.
he doesn't want to kill her, though? What's his intention going to the fight? He's
But
like,
then
I
if he
don't
wants to
wanna
make
kill
her bad, then he's going to... like. I don't think he already has Harley. He doesn't need another girl that can definitely kick his ass more
Whatever.
than Harley. Whatever. But what are you guys
I'm
thinking?
just prodding.
Because my bias. What are you guys thinking?
What Black Widow are we talking about?
She's pretty much just like pretty flexible and things.
Black Widow in
She
general.
can do backflips.
I don't know.
kick
Apparently,
people.
there's multiple people. There was.
Is she a superhero or is she just like a
Clairvoyant.
shield
Go with
agent?
Natalie-
Natasha Romanoff. She's the original.
Is she just like
actually, she
a shield agent or is she actually a
She
superhero?
was second in the list, but
She's a
apparently
shield
first.
agent.
Yeah.
She's just a shield agent.
Well, no, she's an Avenger technically.
Yeah,
she's
she's
on
an
the team.
Avenger,
She
but
used
she
to be
doesn't
a
have any
Russian
abilities.
spy. Like she was a double agent, stuff like
Do
that.
you think her interrogation skills would be any match for the Joker?
No. Are we gonna take that as far as is that the fight that they're sitting in a room and he's trying to break her and she's interrogating him?
I could actually see their battle, them just talking to each
I think
other.
that's better, and I
I'd
think
watch
Joker
that. I'd watch
wins.
So,
that.
That would
just
be-
because I didn't know, I looked up. Black Widow has expert tactics and martial arts. She's a secret
Expert
agent. She's
tactics.
slowly aging with an enhanced immune system. So
Oh,
you know,
really?
maybe she can metabolize that laughing gas with her immune.
I don't think so.
It's a good
I
point,
don't
Jessica.
think so.
I like it. I like
And that's not all the time.
And
So
then-
same thing,
Okay,
iterations.
I'm not done.
Let her
Okay,
finish.
go.
Let her finish.
She's also got grappling hooks, knockout
Oh.
gas, taser, explosive, tear gas pellets, and a radio
She
transmitter.
almost
via
sounds a
her
lot like
gauntlets.
Batman. What do you guys say?
Yeah, and to me,
Oh.
Batman is better. So if he takes Batman to the line, like I said, he can easily take Black Widow.
But
out.
Batman wins. So
But
should
I-
she win?
Whoa.
No, because I think
spoiler.
Batman's better.
Spoiler alert.
I think
Well,
the
she doesn't
movie,
beat
yeah.
Batman.
I don't think she beats Batman. So
Batman
I don't think
beats
that
her
means
any
she
day of the
would
week.
beat
Even
Joker.
on Mondays.
Even on Mondays.
When he's having a bad day.
Even on the anniversary of his parents' death.
okay, you're saying like that his one thing that he has. It's the laughing gas, though,
Yes.
and her super enhanced immunity would just like metabolize that, so it's just like.
And I think
she would
you
only
have-
laugh for like a
I think
solid
as
10
Dark
seconds.
Knight, I think, which you haven't seen, but his unpredictability is something she could not like prepare for.
I
Something
think-
that Batman most
Here's the
can't
thing, though. I
prepare
feel like
for.
in this battle, you were saying how she wouldn't kill him.
Yeah.
I think she would. I think she would kill Joker. I think Joker is a terrible enough person that she would realize the value in just killing him.
She doesn't know that. This is the first day she's met him, though.
Yeah, but he'd probably be going around like. killing
And
people
if she has to
and
save people, what if he throws laughing gas there? All these people are getting messed up. So while she's trying to save people,
No, but
Aren't they just
said,
laughing though?
Yeah,
no,
they're
they
just-
no, they
stuff. Yeah,
can
but
die if he
at that
has
point,
it.
she's gonna be like, "Yo, I gotta kill this guy."
Yeah, it's the same as Cap, where he's like, "Oh, let those 3 die
That's
while I
true.
go save these 300."
That's true.
So, I was just saying. I was just thinking. I was just kind of disproving the point you made earlier. That's all I was saying.
okay, no,
and it goes back to if she's part of like Avengers, Shield, FBI. She's gonna know that this guy's a fucking psycho, so she's gonna go in there. And
They've never met before. They're different universes. Something's had to happen. For
it's just not gonna be in their database. He's just like
he doesn't exist in that world because it's DC and Marvel, right? So they don't exist.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that she's
Gotham City's not real.
He doesn't know that she's has a strong immune system.
Doesn't know that
take the immune system out.
Doesn't know that. That is on the facts.
He doesn't know what she's capable of either.
Yeah, so.
But he knows what Batman's capable of.
And she's
basically
but he doesn't know that she's like Batman.
I'm fine with Joker losing. I just feel that he's so unpredictable that she's not going to get a handle on him. That's where sometimes Joker can even outsmart Superman because he's so fucking nuts.
But
and that's only because Batman's the only one that truly knows him.
Too, because he'd be like, oh, just, random woman.
I don't think he does. I think he just goes out to kill everything. So
but have we ever seen him fight anything besides Batman, really?
Yeah, he's fought lots of people. I just said
he was basically.
He's a terrorist. He's an anarchist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people just want to see the world burn, right?
Funny.
Good quote.
You'll know in a couple of days.
You haven't seen Dark Knight?
No. That's next.
What was it you hadn't seen again? Oh, Avengers. Avengers and Dark. See, I'm just...
Yeah, you guys gotta do...
I haven't seen a lot of things.
I haven't seen a lot of things either.
What do you guys think? I'll leave my vote to last.
I don't really know. I mean...
Honestly, I feel like they both have the exact same capabilities. If not, she has the advantage because she's stronger in a fight.
So...
I don't really know the Joker, though. So
I don't think they have the same abilities, though.
No, they don't have the same
I don't know what the Joker's capable of yet.
But,
He's capable of anything, though, right?
Well, that's my pitch.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, if she's like FBI and agent, shouldn't she be all like, oh, going in the shadows just like Batman and hit him from behind because that's what Batman
But that's
does.
my thing. If he can... That happens to Joker, because Joker's so crazy, he kind of have that idea that Batman's going to do something like that. Batman will still win him.
Batman.
But that's why I still think
so
Batman can beat Black Widow, and that means Black Widow's not as tough. So I feel like it's...
Yeah, I think,
it's very
tough. The Joker probably wins.
Maybe. I think
maybe.
the Joker maybe
Black
probably
Widow.
not
Okay,
wins.
Black Widow.
I think if it comes down to it, the Joker could just grab a hostage, and they got a face-to-face confrontation. Joker has a hostage with a gun to the hostage's
and
head.
then she
Black
pulls out a
Widow's
gun
gonna
and
do?
shoots him in the head.
Yeah, then he puts the hostage in the way.
Shoots the hostage and shoots.
And then she shoots him again.
Yeah, then while she's shooting, he has the hostage as a meat shield. He's going to shoot her.
What do you think? So you're Joker.
I'm Joker.
And
I'm
she's
Joker
Black
all the
Widow.
way.
You're still maybe.
No, I think Joker.
And what do you think?
I think Joker just because he's like so unpredictable, like you said, like he can literally it's literally you're fighting a psychopath and you have no idea what he's thinking. Like,
Yeah. Like
he's
she's going to have no idea how to deal with him.
He's just...
Usually in situations, though, people just shoot them in the head. Like, look at the American law enforcement system.
Yeah, but they
I feel
both,
like
have,
that's not
they both have
relevant.
the bullet in the head argument. Like, that's kind of nullified, Because they could both shoot each other.
That's true, he has a gun.
But I just
And
think...
he would be more trigger-happy than she would be.
I just think because it's going back to gadgets and this and that, I mean, it's the same thing as the whole Batman versus Joker fight, and to say that, Batman would be the Joker, well, going on the same thing, she's using gadgets and stealth and whatnot, too, so that's how I see it.
It's really tough.
I feel like it's just a hard fight, though, because every single time that Batman fights Joker, it's not just a 1v1.
No,
it's like
but
Joker has
he's
all
not going
his
to get that
henchmen and
fight.
stuff. Yeah, so then, I don't know. And if you said, they have guns, it's whoever pulls the trigger first. That's just a stupid fight.
Yeah, maybe Black Widow wins. I don't know.
But the thing is...
Well, if all he has on him is tear gas normally, she has...
Laughing.
Or laughing gas, yeah. Well, she's got knockout gas, so...
He also has a gun that shoots out a boxing glove.
What if he has a gun that shoots out
that has no bullets?
Yeah.
She's got tear gas pellets, explosives, grappling hooks. I feel like her.
I will pick
explosives.
Black Widow. I feel like it's really tough for me. It's so close. He's so unpredictable, but and I love the Joker so much, but I feel
her slow aging is that was the point
no,
that helped her.
No, it's like
this battle's gonna take at least 80 years. So slow aging.
I think I'm just coming down to. Eventually, if all their gadgets go away, what I try to come down to is, I think Black Widow, if she gets into a fight with him, he's scrappy and he'll last a little bit, but she'll outbox him and she'll outwit him because she's trained by agents and S.H.I.E.L.D. So I think she'd eventually withstand all the attacks. I think a lot of innocent people would die, and I think Joker would kind of win in his own way. And Joker would win in his own mind because if people kill him, that's a win. That's why he always wants Batman to kill him, because if you kill me, I win. So... I guess I'm kind of fine with Black Widow winning because I get the first win of the Joker one. But as an actual fight, I think Black Widow. I think she could do it. I think it's really tough. I'd love to see like some fake universe of this, and Joker is so unpredictable. Like I literally, for me, this is maybe the toughest one. It's one of those like 51-49%. Like I've been thinking about this the whole time, but I'll go Black Widow. I think if it comes down to hand, if she can withstand all this stuff, she might have a mask on her. Like she's an agent, so she might get some through that laughing gas.
Strong immune system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up.
So we got Black Widow.
I just had to make your whole rant.
2 for Black Widow.
Black Widow.
2 for Joker.
No, I vote.
You're
Black
changing
Widow.
it?
Yeah,
I'm sticking with Joker.
He changed before.
Yeah.
You changed like
Changed
5 times, truthfully. At
Before
first,
your-
you're like Black Widow.
Before your rant, actually.
And you
I
were
know you
Joker?
Well, like after you made your argument where it's just a 1v1, like I feel like Black Widow would have the advantage, but like
It's
just,
tough.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
And like
It was a perfect fight to end with, actually.
yeah.
Because like Joker could have got killed by a lot of people
I
automatically.
think both
like
of
Thor,
both
it's
of them.
over.
Yeah, both of them could have lost to so many people.
Oh yeah, but this was good.
Yeah.
So Black Widow,
Yeah.
yeah, takes the win. Who wants to play that role of Taylor?
Well, if you, I gotta get my noises. Taylor always does his clap.
He claps now.
Well.
Oh right. Oh
yeah.
god.
If you go into the internet and click on it, and it opens, and then you would type in.
Hopefully it
Click on the internet.
And there's no viruses.
Yeah, it might take a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Take
Can
your
you,
time.
Can you click on the internet? Like I don't know.
Internet Explorer technically, right?
Like the little
We don't-
icon.
We don't talk about Internet Explorer.
So if you open Internet Explorer and then you download a better browser
We
and
should
then
do
you
a Geek
open
versus
that.
browsers.
No. And
What? How would that even work? That's gonna like.
Anyway, go on.
anyway, if you go to Google, type in GeekVerse podcast, you'll find a link to our Facebook, to our Twitter, to our SoundCloud, iTunes.
Subscribe, rate.
Do everything.
Yes.
Message us. Tell us what we should do for our next Geek Versus.
Yes, exactly. Tell us if you think we were wrong.
Give us suggestions, yeah. What do you think on some of these battles?
Yeah.
If you think that we got it wrong,
Too bad.
Too bad.
That's what we do.
Yeah, let us know.
Too
let us
bad,
know.
but let us know
Well,
anyway.
let us know so we
Anyways,
can know if
so
we
we can
We'll discuss
destroy
more with you on the
online.
Hashtag save Hannibal.
Thank you. Hopefully by now it's announced that it's coming back. Thank you for listening.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Have a good night, weekend, day, year, whenever you listen to this. Thank you for tuning in.
Bye.
Enjoy
See
the
ya.
movie.